Nobody likes you, Davis. Nobody. You sit there and play League. Adults are talking about James Gunn and Star Wars. And with that, we start with the recording. Hello, everyone. It's the Dread Pirate. We're going to do some Dents today. Say hi. Say hi, you fuckers.
Oh, both of us.
Yes. You monkey fuckers.
You fucker. Isn't that how people got AIDS?
Yes. This is the role-playing game that gives you AIDS.
Maybe you're AIDS.
That's how we need to market this. Ugh. But how does my statement not make logical sense? What?
Oh, I just saw a drinking party game.
Look, okay.
It's get Mario Kart on the N64.
Okay.
Get beer. Get some friends. And then everybody has to get their characters. You decide on a course. And the objective is to drink your beer while not driving, but also get first place.
While not driving, but get first place.
Yes, so the objective is you have to finish the beer before you finish your last lap.
Okay.
I feel like you should do a lap of beer. That would make it so much better, because I could just chug 4 straight out.
Well, and on top of that, it's going to get harder and harder with each progressive beer, so...
I mean, not really. It's Mario Kart.
Yeah, but if you drink enough beers, anything gets harder.
Not your dick.
That's true. Well, it gets harder to get it up.
I mean, if you look at it that way, but we're definitely dealing with flaccid whiskey dicks.
Yeah.
One of my friends linked something that I'm mildly on the fence about. Where'd it go?
What's that?
Oh, it was just one of those hypocritical male-female stances again, and I'm just sitting there being like, yeah, but, like, no, here it is. It's something about, like, 40-year-old dudes staring at teens, and I'm like, teenage girls. I mean, it's specifically about teenage girls. And I was all like, dude, okay, I've had 50-something-year-old gay men hit on me when I was 15, all right? It's not just, for women. And then...
We've all been there.
There's also probably the fact that gay men poach other gay kids, or try to poach gay kids, I should say. Some succeed. And then there's probably the fact that lesbians might do it as well, if they're...
yeah.
It's essentially just don't be a shit human being, but it comes off as fucking men. I'm just like, yes. It's the entire point of being a man, I assume.
This
it's
is not
fucking
just a male problem. I've actually...
No, it's a dick bag. It's a douche problem.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't... There we go.
I dealt with a lesbian version of that doing security. It was like, there was, like, in a neighborhood we got, like, kind of warned. There was, like, a teenage girl shacking up with some, like, 50-year-old woman. And, like, basically our policy was, look, they're consenting. It's not really cool. The parents don't like it, but it's like these are two people who are consenting.
If they're over 18, everything flies.
Yeah. I think she was like 17 or something like that, but it's like, yeah, it was like the type of thing where...
No, that's not legal.
Yeah, I know. The woman, like, the parents needed to, like, prosecute, and they were, like, not...
In Texas, it's legal.
To date 17-year-olds, even though you're...
Texas, 17 is the age of consent in Texas.
We don't live in your cowboy state.
No. Is it age of consent for people that are 18 and down to, like, 14? Or is it...
No, like, age of consent is 17. Like, you can go do whatever you want without your parents' permission.
Texas oil millionaires being like, I need to get a hotter, younger wife. I'm just going to poach them right out of 11th grade.
Some states have it at 16.
I think age of consent is mostly about people near the same age group. I think you still can't fuck.
By federal law does not restrict the states on setting their own age of consent so long as the age of consent does not go below the age of 12.
Oh.
Fun fact for you. Yeah.
So Kentucky is like sitting there on the edge.
Federal law
I think I
only
heard Kentucky
mandates, but federal law only mandates that the states have to set it at above the age of 12. Age of consent can technically be at the age of 13 if the states decided it, but no state goes below 16, and I think there's only like 1 or 2 states that go up to 19.
I've got a beautiful idea based on this conversation. So, like, I'm gonna kill off Chelle. Chelle's gonna die, and then my next character is gonna be a dude, and Mamoto. His entire premise is he's just gonna be all about Romeo and Juliet laws and age of consent laws, just so he can date like teenage girls. I'm gonna totally.
I didn't hear any of that because fucking Auxentius made a shit ton of noise out of nowhere, and I can't tell if it was him vaping into the mic again.
No, he's vaping.
I was vaping, but to kind of drown out everything he was gonna say.
Yeah, exactly. He does. Shit
I mildly approve it because I know Eddie was gonna say some foul shit.
Yeah. Well, it's not gonna work.
Yes.
So basically, I'm gonna make a
Yes.
character.
And now he repeats it
I'm gonna make a character
louder with more pride.
Yeah.
Just being like, "No, I have an idea. This will be fun role playing." Creepy fucking underage shit. Yeah, I'm gonna be like, "Well, we're not playing Changeling, so no."
Yeah, see, this is beautiful. It's a beautiful idea. So I'm gonna play this character who's all about just hooking up with like younger girls and being creepy and a pedophile. And that'll and then they'll get online that this is the character I'm playing. It's like, see, that's why he supports James Gunn. That's why. See, he's creepy.
Yeah, Eddie, all you do is bring James Gunn lower every time you bring it up. I swear, because you're just sitting there being like, it'd be great if I did this. And I'm like, no, Eddie, it wouldn't be great. And then you're like, but, and then you go on to defend James Gunn, and people are like, well, this is sort of lost. It's like if Shuey started defending James Gunn.
You don't understand my humor, Joe. You just don't get it.
Out of nowhere, I have 1 million notifications on Facebook from Zeusk.
Who is Zeusk?
Why?
I don't know. I think I used it for a month, a long time ago, and out of nowhere, it's just apparently linked to my Facebook account.
Oh, that sucks.
And must have got it off your computer with your phone with a recent update.
Gee.
Sounds.
Anyways.
Yeah. Anyways, I guess we do have to eventually get back on topic. I mean, Eddie's been sitting there recording this entire time.
That's true. It's true. We were 7 minutes in.
Only 7?
Only 7. I know. It feels like 1,000 years.
I mean, when you talk, it does.
I'm just gonna go in a corner and cry, and the rest of YouTube play. Go fuck yourselves.
As long as you don't talk.
I don't need this shit.
Fuck
you.
It'll feel like a few moments. You know how they're like, well, when you're dead and in heaven, and eternity is a blink of an eye.
You're getting all Jacob's Ladder on me now.
No, I'm getting more like what dreams may come.
Robin Williams.
Dude. People are like, who would you have as your sidekick from any Disney movie? Sidekick. And so it was like the genie. And people were like, yeah, it'd be Robin Williams, but with magic. And I'm like, you do not know how terrifying that is.
What, Robin Williams with magic?
Did you imagine you would be able to stop Robin Williams?
Well, like, as a scholar of the Aladdin expanded universe, he is very stoppable. Like after becoming freed, he has limited, nearly cosmic magical powers. It's like he becomes like all of his stuff becomes like prestidigitation after he gets freed.
Oh yeah, it has no permanence.
Yeah, it's like, but he can still like do shit. So it's kind of vague. It's like, and then in like Kingdom Hearts, he can shoot.
Yeah, it's really odd because if you watch the animated Aladdin on Disney Channel,
yeah,
like Genie was there the whole time while Aladdin was fighting shit like a giant shark that swam through the sand and collected treasure on its belly, and like Genie could have turned into a fucking howitzer or anything else, but no.
And it was implied that he couldn't. It was like he could do stuff and he could do magic things, but there was a limit to what he could do. And
like he tried to make a magnifying glass, and he didn't make the actual glass part. It was just.
Yeah, it was like he could do magic stuff, but it was like, and again, yeah, like that's why when Kingdom Hearts rolls around, it was like, all right, what can Genie do? It's like, so when he shows up as like a summon spell for you, he like shoots fireballs and stuff. Like he could do stuff, but it's like there's a limit to it, and it's like, yeah, it was.
I think he should be like
he does a lot of different spells that Sora is open to. So the more spells and the higher the level of spells that Sora gains, he gains more access to more spells that can be used in combat.
Yeah,
so he's essentially a parasite.
Well, no, he grows with you and he helps you. He doesn't use your mana or anything like that aside from what
He's
you use to
fucking
summon
Odin.
him. But
He's
he
fucking Odin
uses.
for Final Fantasy 7.
Odin from Final Fantasy VII kills all opponents on the screen or throws a spear into the air that does a lot of damage to one opponent.
I thought he had, like, limited ability until you got to high levels. Level up his materia.
No. Because Odin in Final Fantasy VII is just a summon spell. And he's an old school summon spell who just shows up, does damage, or does an effect.
Instant kill.
Yeah, as a long movie sequence, and he goes away, and there's no explanation. And it's just because and it's Cloud, and everybody's like, yeah, just summon the god. Summon this random character from our classic games that has nothing to do with the storyline about Shinra and Sephiroth and all that.
You know what? The summons are all over the place, man. Didn't they have Shiva?
They did have Shiva. Shiva freezes everybody.
That's a Hindu god.
Yeah.
I think of death.
Well, and again,
destruction. Kama is the.
See, this would be a fascinating debate, actually, though, because it's like, yeah, Final Fantasy continuity is weird too, because it's like
I wish that. Could you imagine if like we had an alternate reality where Jesus didn't get big, and like the Greek pantheon did instead? So you'd see fucking like Jesus spawn inside of these games and like I don't know heal everyone or some shit like that.
Yeah.
Or you'd see like Yahweh show up and like it'd be either a giant flood that kills everybody, or it'd be like lightning or like I don't know blood writing.
It could be like that.
God did a lot of crazy shit in the Old Testament.
He could actually show up on the cross and like do some kind of crazy like healing ability, and then
and he resurrects everybody.
Yeah, and he spits like a sword out of his mouth and some crazy shit like that.
What, Jesus?
Yeah.
How would he spit out a sword?
Well, according to Shui, he can spit out a sword. Or no, actually, I think Jason said that. Yeah, Jason said that.
That Jesus can spit a sword?
Yeah, that's some kind of fundamentalist thing. I don't know. I don't care.
What?
I think they're referring to the fact that he can just his sword is the fact he can just speak and everything happens the way that it's supposed to, or the way he intends for it to.
Yeah, I think
being that he is essentially God, the sword would be his tongue being able to just lash out at any evil and banning it back to wherever it came from, or eliminating it altogether.
It is the word of God.
Some fucked up shit.
Yeah, and our religious scholar chimes in here. Well, actually, and again, speaking of which, there's a new season of Preacher, which I've been watching, which is awesome.
Shit, I haven't got to watch it, and I've been wanting to watch it since it came out. Just like Ash and the Evil Dead, I finally saw like 3 episodes.
Yeah, well, Ash versus the Evil Dead is really good. I do recommend that.
I know.
And Preacher's really good. Preacher, it deviates a little bit from the comic book, but it's good. It's definitely good.
It's an okay deviation.
Yeah.
Unlike some things.
Yeah.
Star Wars.
No, Avatar: The Last Airbender. Stop trying to get Eddie riled up.
Avatar: The Last Airbender is a fine film adaptation compared to The Last Jedi. Bias, blatant bias.
You shut your lying whore mouth. Okay?
That is.
I have not even seen The Last Airbender.
Oh God!
The movie, the live action.
Yeah,
I have not seen
it. We need other.
For all of how much you can hate The Last Jedi, it still was a fucking Star Wars movie. It's just somebody peppered it with their own shit. Fucking The Last Airbender is an entirely different creature from the series.
See, we need other Josh on here too to go to scream. There's Earth everywhere,
Yes,
The Last Airbender.
Dude, that was immediately that might be Josh. But I was on Reddit and someone was like, they locked up the fucking Earthbenders in an Earth prison. Oh man, I knew that sounded familiar. Yeah, I should have realized.
If he screams, Josh. If he screams, "There's Earth everywhere," that's him. That's his catchphrase. No. Oh, so all right. So Addison hit me up last week, and he wanted to do a text-based role-playing game. And so I was like, I don't know. He got me just the right time. So we're well, I kind of want to do.
That's why I made the text game rooms and I limited them. I gave them limited access.
Yeah.
So that if y'all are doing a game, no one can just go on there and I just kind of start posting random ass shit that's not necessary.
Yeah.
So you don't get spammed by some stupid person who isn't even a part of the game.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I made those and I limited the access and whatnot, and then said, "Hey everyone, if you want to play a text game, let me know so I can give you access to a room and you'll play."
Okay.
And I
But yeah, and so he wanted to do like he wanted to do a game. So he's like playing. I'm not sure how it happened. But he's playing like three people. He's playing like the new SJW Miss Marvel, who I hate. And so I told him, be warned, I'll kill your character. So I said, like, have a backup. So he's now got a team. He's got her. He's got Haunt, who's an Image Comics character. He's got Machine.
You know what I would do? I'd just keep playing other awful SJW characters you hate. I'd just pull out worse and worse ones every time you killed one.
Yeah.
I'd bring out new 52 shit as well.
See, I'd be fine with that because
don't make me build the 5th edition tree hugger that I had a while back.
I can handle that. I can handle a 5th edition tree hugger. That's fine.
No, like they asked me
wrong.
what my character. The DM had asked me what my character was doing as, like, in the meantime before everything happened. It was like, he goes around the table and he comes to me last, and everyone's like, "I'm gonna be drinking at the local tavern. I'm gonna be and everyone was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna have a meal or whatnot, or I'm gonna be shopping around town." I'm like, plants rights activist work.
Oh God, you're a druid version of L3. yeah, I'd kill you. I'd kill you pretty hard. I had to kill you exactly like L3. Like, okay, it's a fantasy setting, then all of a sudden, a bunch of fucking stormtroopers show up.
Okay, hold on. Eddie.
Yes.
Shh.
What?
Do you just eat meat because plants have feelings?
Well, it was a druid, so I mean, it just kind of ate everything, but was like, only take what you need kind of situation. But it was like, don't kill the trees. The trees have thoughts.
Yeah.
And carrying a banner around on her maul that gave her plus 50% movement speed. Mm-hmm. So it was hilarious because this little gnome is just moving 40 when everyone else is moving 30, and then has a banner attached to her maul and is swinging it at things instead of casting spells.
50% of 20 is 30.
Calrissian, and she's like, "Hey, you need anything? Yeah, equal rights for plants."
Well, it would have been like 37 or no 25 movement speed is what it was, and then so it would have been like 37.5. So he just told me to go up to 40.
You only got 10 plus movement speed then. So yeah. So stormtroopers would show up out of nowhere, shoot you. Lando Calrissian, played by Donald Glover, would come to rescue you and try to pick you up and accidentally rip you in half, and then you'd slowly, passionately die in his arms. And then somehow your mind gets transferred inside of a ship, and you're trapped there forever, surrounded by not plants. Sounded like cold steel.
Like, I feel like Solo at least tried. It wasn't what fucking Rian Johnson did.
Yeah, it did try. Ron Howard was the guy that directed it. He did try. Ron Howard's a nice guy, and he just did what he was told. And actually, unlike Rian Johnson, who blames the fan, Ron Howard genuinely had regret. He was like genuinely sad. It's like, wow, I really tried hard and I really hope people would like it. And it was like, yeah, because Ron Howard's a decent human being and actually makes good.
You know what I found out about Rian Johnson?
Yeah,
he did one of the lowest viewed episodes of Breaking Bad.
Yeah, that's the guy they hired to do the biggest franchise in the world. That
asshole. It was hilarious when I found this because I'm like, know what the episode was about?
What was that?
They're chasing a fly.
Yeah, I've seen that episode.
Like, I think it was supposed to be like a character narrative, which is great and all, but
it's honestly not that bad of an episode personally. But it's a character-driven episode, and it's like the science sounds legitimate. I think it's like the idea is that the fly could corrupt their batch of meth. And so they actually really need to find the fly, but like given the fact that he demonstrated absolutely no scientific knowledge in The Last Jedi, I'm wondering, it's like,
Well, I mean a kinetic bomb is scientific.
It's never explained that it's a kinetic bomb. It's never explained that there's a force field.
No, what kills me is that they go into hyperspace.
Yeah.
Fucking hyperspace is a sub-dimension.
Yeah.
And it's like, you might come out in a star because the gravity pulls you out. The fucking gigantic thing that they had, that flying wing, was not heavy enough to generate enough gravity to do that. Unless it like, you'd think every ship would have, like, some sort of shield that dealt with kinetic impacts. Because if that wasn't true, they'd fucking die all the time in space hopping around from a random asteroid or a rogue planet.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing. They would have had to be, and this goes back all the way to the original series because it was like, yeah, they would have had to have had something like to come out of like essentially Lightspeed or whatever their FTL version is.
Well, the other thing is,
I think they have some kind of like shielding on the ship itself. It's like it's very,
well, yeah, because they get shot by missiles and stuff and don't die.
yeah, and they mention it, but it's not like in Star Trek where it's a big fuck off force field. Star Trek, it's like better explained honestly because it's like they have fucking shields and you can see them, and it's like it's where it's like that's the thing. But
In Star Trek technology or Star Wars technology, it seems to be like just above the surface of the hull. In Star Trek, though, it's this big old bubble.
yeah, it's this big old force field. It's a plot point. Oh, the shield's up. We can't transport through it and all that unless we got Dominion technology and then
Unless we're in Star Trek, the Darkness, whatever movie, second one that sucked.
Into Darkness. I like that one. I like it, but
Eddie, you suck.
I don't feel like defending it too much. So I mean, go ahead.
And you call yourself cultured.
I like you don't know anything about the Mystery Science Theater 3000 Santa Claus movie, so I feel like I'm winning.
I know it exists. I've seen it.
Yeah.
Not it itself, but I've heard of it.
It's a beautiful, beautiful movie, and you both need to see it. Santa Claus fights the devil, and it's great.
Hey,
It's hilarious.
hey, I never said that I was cultured.
Yeah, aha. Good. Good.
But
Acknowledgement
you're
that-
the one arguing about being cultured here.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, because I know what the Mexican Santa Claus movie is. that equals culture apparently. It's got culture in it. He's got like instead of elves, he's got children from all around the world singing in the shop, including African kids straight out of the bush.
Really?
Yeah. Oh, it's like the first 5 minutes. It's hilarious.
How did he get these kids?
We don't know. No, it's great. Okay, so Santa Claus doesn't live at the North Pole. He lives in a castle in outer space.
Better.
There's other castles we don't know about. He's got all this crazy technology. He's like an alien. He's an alien, and he's got like this telescope that's got an eye on it that he uses to spy on the children of the Earth. He's got like an oscillating fan with an ear on it. That's how he listens to people. And he's a giant robot computer with a face on it that looks like a blowjob machine. And he's best friends with Merlin from Arthurian lore, who makes his magical items. And there's also a blacksmith dude who who also...
Is it Hephaestus?
It's never explained. It's just this big blacksmith dude. And
It might be Hephaestus.
It could be. I mean, but it's never established, never explained. And he fights the devil on a regular basis.
Man, he's better than Jesus.
Oh, dude, Santa Claus is the funniest fucking film ever. It's so good. It's my favorite Mystery Science Theater 3000 episode. Every Christmas I watch it. Every Christmas. It's a beautiful, beautiful, wonderful movie.
Do you just watch non-traditional Christmas movies for Christmas? Like Die Hard?
That and Christmas Vacation. Yeah, Die Hard. Look, I mean, R.I.P. the reputation of the nostalgia critic. He did have good opinions about certain things, and one is that I think Die Hard is a great Christmas movie, as is Gremlins. So, yeah. And that's one of his better reviews, in my opinion. It's like, fuck you, it's Die Hard. It's like, I agree. Fuck you, it's Die Hard. It's a great film. It's awesome. You can't go wrong.
That's the logic here. Fuck you, it's Die Hard.
Yeah, that's at the end of this episode. It's like, oh, Doug, why are you putting this as an action film? It's got nothing to do with Christmas. Fuck you, it's Die Hard. It's like, that's his entire excuse for it. It's like, fuck you, it's Die Hard. And it's like, yeah, I can't really argue with that. It's like, and there is like a Christmas theme. It takes place after Christmas. There's like, the ending of the movie goes to, well, the weather outside is frightful. Let it snow. It's like, yeah, it works. It's like, it's an action movie taking place at Christmas, but as a result, people bust it out during Christmas time. So it's like, that and like Nightmare Before Christmas and things like that. It's like, yeah, that's definitely perfect for the holiday playlist.
Have you ever seen Turbo Man?
Turbo Man? Do you mean Jingle All the Way?
There we go. I was about to say that. But my brain was like, isn't it called Turbo Man? It's like, no, brain, it's not. What are you doing here?
Turbo Man is the toy that Jake Lloyd's character wants Arnold Schwarzenegger to buy him in the movie.
Yes.
I have seen Jingle All the Way. I don't think it's a terribly good film, but it's like it's
always odd to see Arnold outside of action roles because he's a bodybuilder. He's this incredibly jacked dude. So it makes sense if he's like a war vet or anything like that. Like even inside his seventh day, he's a war vet. So yeah, maybe he stayed in shape. He seems active. But
Yeah.
Jingle All the Way is like some executive type.
Yeah, it's more. It's like the type of thing that like you'd expect Adam Sandler to star in. You know,
Oh,
where
yeah.
he's always like an advertising exec or some bullshit, and instead it's like it's Arnold, and he has little Hayden Chris, he has little Jake Lloyd as a kid. His rival is Phil Hartman, who really wants to bang his wife.
Who tries to?
Yeah, tries to, and
That's why Phil Hartman was murdered.
Yeah, stop making me sad. Stop it.
I know so many dead people, man.
Did you actually know Phil Hartman?
No, I just know of.
You know of Phil Hartman.
I enjoyed his roles in a lot of shows, especially like Small Soldiers.
Yeah. Oh, he's great in Small Soldiers. I think that movie was dedicated.
He's
to him,
just-
actually.
He's such a great dick.
He's
His voice is just. Could you imagine if he had lived and he was playing Saul in Better Call Saul?
Oh my god. He would have been really good in that. It's like, I mean, I think Bob Odenkirk owns it. But it's like Phil Hartman was genuinely, like, from everything I've heard, he was genuinely a great guy. He was a genuinely really sweet guy, a great comedian. very
Except he
talented.
cheated on his wife, so his wife shot. No, wait, or did he cheat on his wife?
He did
trying to
not
remember the
cheat on-
circumstances.
No, she was fucking nuts, dude. She was fucking crazy. She thought he was cheating on him, and so she killed him. And even if he was, you know, fuck her.
That's a bit far.
Yeah, no, like, I hate the whole the excuse that a lot of crazy women make, that it's like, oh, if he cheated, he deserved to die. No, go fuck yourself. It's like, people cheat. I'm not saying it's okay to cheat. We've all been cheated on, and it sucks. But it's like, that is not the correct solution to that.
To my knowledge, I haven't been cheated on, so hooray
Yeah,
for
I
me.
mean, you know, it's it happens. It happens to a lot of people. It's like a lot of people do it. A lot of
It's
people do it
terrible.
for complicated reasons. And it is terrible. It doesn't warrant death. It doesn't warrant being killed. So it's like, I'm not, you know, and that's.
Could you imagine if it did? Like, courts are just showing up all the time, like, oh, he murdered her, or she murdered him, and it's like, well, he was cheating. We have evidence. Oh, okay,
Telling
you're
me
free to go.
about your Purge sequel that you want to write.
Dude, that would be a great purge. Like, if
Yeah.
they had, like, certain incidences. Like, here's how it works. Society votes on what sin is acceptable for that purge.
No, well, everything, according to the Purge, everything is acceptable. All crime is legal.
I know,
Yeah.
but that's dumb. Because then it's like, everybody wants to go out and steal.
Well, that's the thing.
Like, the people that sit around and try to murder all the time, they're fucking dumbasses.
Well, that's the
Going
thing,
out
like-
and stealing is the best.
And actually, that's what I really like about the first Purge is, like, people, like in the first Purge is, like, people don't actually start murdering. They actually just, like, it's actually, yeah, they actually start acting like human beings. They just want to rob stuff. They want to rob stores and break into ATMs or just party, just have a good time. And then
I think the idea is that the continuing of the purges sort of like taints the mindset of people. Like, they might have to kill in self-defense or to steal, and they find out they like killing.
Yeah,
And it's
that's
just
the
silly
thing.
because, like, who likes killing? Not
Well, that's
anybody
what-
I know.
By the time you get to Purge 1, 2, and 3, it's like this is now, and this is my argument. That's why this is like the Purge universe is the worst dystopia I've ever seen. I will gladly take my chances with the Terminators, with the zombies, with the
Body
great old
snatchers.
ones. I will gladly, yeah, I will gladly fucking take it with whatever dystopian monster you have, because at least with
I
the
like how
zombies-
Eddie's like, the old ones are better than the purge.
Yes.
It's like, you can shoot
I would
people, Eddie. You
rather-
realize
no,
that.
I would rather be Sam Neill in his mouth of madness, sitting in a movie theater watching myself while the rest of humanity has been eaten by Cthulhu, laughing crazily. I would rather deal with that. I'd rather deal with the Deadites. I would rather deal with the Terminators, with the zombies, because at least with all those other fuckers, I know where I stand. They're gonna kill me, and that's it. The Purge? No. Fuck that. 364 days out of the year, you're like, oh, hey, how's it going? Oh, your neighbors are nice and hunky-dory and everything's cool. And then that one night they decide to murder you with an axe, and they go back to like nothing happened the next day. Fuck that. Fuck that. No. No. You are, and that's the thing. That one night is inexcusable. It's like, you cannot go from murdering people. It doesn't matter if it's one night. That's the thing. It's created a civilization of people who think who have an excuse to murder so long as it's on one day. So they're basically essentially everyone in that world that believes in the Purge is the fucking Joker. They are a fucking crazy person who believe murder's okay, and they actually have some rationale that, like, they're part of this murder cult that it's like, oh, I like once a year I can purge the demons from within me. They are a civilization of, by the time we get to Purge 3, it is a civilization of fucking crazy people. Fucking crazy people, and a couple
Now,
of
here's the
people,
question of the
most which
day,
are
Eddie.
minorities, because the Purge movies, that's their thing. It's like, And actually, I think that was the weakest part of the Purge movies, is that they focus way too much on the whole, like, the minority angle, the rich versus poor angle. And my whole thing is, like, listen, if you live in a society that has
every
a murder
Ethan
Christmas,
Hawke movie.
if you live in a civilization that has a murder Christmas, you have bigger problems than race. You have bigger problems than economics. You have bigger fucking problems.
Ethan Hawke is always in the same movie, okay?
What's that?
Ethan Hawke is in the same movie. Gattaca, Daybreakers, The Purge. It's all the same shit about class dynamics.
Yeah, which I like, honestly, and actually, I feel like the first Purge actually played with this very, very well, because that's the thing. Yeah, in the first Purge, spoilers for, are you going to say it, dude? Do you want me to?
Go nuts.
Okay, so, like, yeah, again, nobody really starts purging. Nobody really starts doing. They are expecting people to just go crazy and murder people, and they're not doing it. Especially the lower classes. They're like, fuck that. I'm gonna rob a store. I'm gonna break into an ATM. I'm gonna party and get laid. Not a whole lot of people are, and even the stuff that people some people are getting violent and attacking people. Some people are doing weird stuff, like these two old ladies put a bunch of bombs on stuffed animals and put them in an alleyway and set them off when a guy goes down there. But they're not really murdering people. They're doing kind of weird shit. The people that start murdering en masse are not really purgers. They're mercenaries hired by the government to kill the lower classes. There's a scene behind there. We see a scene with a couple of the villains who, like, the scientist lady's like, oh, this is a good idea, and then she discovers that people are not purging. The government is literally just using this to kill the lower classes, because it's like, look, we need to do this to sell the Purge. We need to do this to convince people it's a good idea. And
I like how they have to sell it.
Yeah, it's just that, yeah, it's this government stooge who's just like, we've invested too much money and time in this. This has to work. So I hired Russian mercenaries to dress up like Klansmen to go murder black people. It's literally,
wow.
Yeah, and it's like, it's literally, and I like that because it started reminding me of Running Man. And it's like, and that, I think, that was my thing that I had a problem with from the earlier Purge movies. It's like, okay, this civilization, it's like, I didn't like in Purge 3 how, like, the president believes in it. The president's like a death cultist at this point. It's like, this is clearly a corrupt government. The new founding fathers can't possibly be anything legitimate. They would have had to have taken power, and like, it was like, in this movie, in this prequel, they were very sleazy. It was very 80s sleaze. It's like, yeah, we gotta sell this thing. We gotta sell this. It reminded me of Killian. It reminded me of Killian from Running Man. It reminded me, like, yeah, state-sponsored murder. It's all fun. It was like, I could see Arnold. I could see Arnold in this movie, like, I'm Killian. I'll be back. Only in a rerun, kid. And I really liked the hero of this movie, quote unquote. The hero was just a drug kingpin. He was this badass drug kingpin who wound up having to, like, defend the neighborhood. And it was he had a really good arc. He had a really good hero arc where he's a bad guy.
It's technically what ends up happening sometimes. Yeah. It's not that you're defending the neighborhood, it's you're defending your turf against other drug salesmen. But it's like, I remember, like, hearing people talk about, like, old school fucking drug lords and stuff like that. It's like essentially a mafia.
Yeah.
And like, they had to make money, and drugs is how they made money.
Yeah.
But they'd be all like, it was in it might just be fake because I think I saw it in Luke Cage, but it was like, you know, they didn't sell to kids. They didn't want to get involved with that kind of shit.
Yeah, it's like,
they went to church.
Well, it's like, you ever watch The Rocketeer? How the mafia just, like, joins forces with Billy Campbell by the end of the movie. They just, like, they're like, hey, you know, I may not make an honest living, but I'm an honest to God American. Fuck the Nazis. It's like, go get
Fuck the Nazis.
Yeah, it's like.
Oh, dude, I saw. By the way, I saw this recently. It was a shirt on these two fucking Trump tards. Said I'd rather be a Russian than a Democrat or something like that. Oh. And I was just like, huh. Okay. So you spent your entire life under red fear, and up until like the last 20 years when it collapsed. And so up into your 30s, because you look to be at least 50. And yet you're still like, you know what? Fucking Russia is a great guy. I'm just like, okay.
Yeah. They're fucking stupid. I mean, they're like, you know, yeah, and their boy is clearly in, like, Russia's pocket. And yet they're like, all of a sudden, oh yeah, Russia, nothing's wrong with Russia. So we can.
You know, I don't know if Trump is smart enough to be in Russia's pocket, like, intentionally. Like, I could see him getting fooled into it.
Yeah.
Like, George Bush Jr., he seemed kind of dumb. But Trump feels fucking retarded at times.
Yeah.
And it's bewilderingly so, because, like, you're sitting there, like, George Bush Jr., he'd stammer, he'd make malapropisms, he'd say weird shit like God was talking to him.
Yeah.
But, like, you didn't get that deeply evil vibe. You just got that typical Republican bullshit.
Yeah.
And he knew he was all American because Daddy wouldn't stand for no Russians coming up and talking to him.
See, again,
Because fucking George Bush Sr. was against the Russians. He was around when fucking Russia was still around.
Yeah. Trump's fucking in bed with them. Trump's got,
I think Trump's in bed with anybody that'll throw him money. It's not necessarily like devotion or anything like that. He's sitting there like trying to maintain Putin's stateside PR campaign. And but that's because Putin's like, oh, you owe $300 million to Russian banks? We can forget about that.
Yeah. He's all about making deals with our greatest enemies.
Yeah. Well, then he's making deals with China over shit. He got like $500 million worth of loans suddenly validated as he was having this sort of like the tariff talks, but also ZTE, a phone manufacturer, which the FBI is like, we don't want these phones in America because ZTE is owned by the Chinese government and they can put whatever the fuck they want in those things for tracking.
Yeah, they just put a Chinese firewall in American soil,
Yeah.
So he's a fucking crook, man. He's in bed with our greatest enemies, and yet his base still supports him because they're fucking retarded.
Have you heard about the crazy shit with Xi Jinping?
No,
I think that's his name. They're banning Winnie the Pooh.
In China?
Yeah.
Well,
because people are using Winnie the Pooh as a sign of the resistance. I think it's mostly to say that Winnie the Pooh and Xi Jinping look the same or some shit like that, like as a joke. Yeah. And Xi Jinping is such a little man, quite literally too. But he's such a little man that he's having like all these conniptions and abuses of power and black bagging people. A lady threw ink on the picture of him, and she disappeared.
Oh, he's making people disappear?
Yeah, and she turned up in a mental institution after he arrested her dad for being like, "Where's my daughter?" and then getting on a radio show to be like, "Where's my daughter?" And the cops burst in the middle of the radio show and arrest the dad. And I think they arrest the radio host. It might have been a podcast. But yeah, that's just scary shit where you can't even like have a podcast without cops being mobilized 30 minutes to come over and drag your ass out.
Yeah, that's China. China's still communist, and that's what communism is still all about. And that's
what's crazy is like, I know this American that went to China to be with the lady, and like all of his posts are so pro-China. Like it was the weirdest thing. Like all of his posts were just like, people talk crap about China, but it's got this, this, and this. I'm like, does somebody edit your output? Like, is somebody like sitting there filtering your comments? I just want to know. Yeah. I want to know so bad.
Or he's doing it himself because he doesn't want to get. He knows they're watching.
Maybe it's crazy sounding.
Yeah, no, they are still untrustworthy. They are still a corrupt communist nation.
What kills me is the Trump followers that are like calling for like people to go to jail for speaking out against Trump or to be other things. It's like, no, that's freedom of speech, guy. Yeah. Just like when you make some retarded statement about how Trump is so great and America's on the rise, even though Republican areas are suffering because, frankly, they're small towns and stuff like that, and they ain't getting shit done for them.
I so want this pregame show to piss off like the few Trump supporters that check out my.
Well, actually, there's a funny amount of like Trump furries.
What's that?
There's a funny amount of Trump furries. So if we've drawn in furries with our picture or our furry conversations periodically, we might, lose them to talking bad about Trump.
You're right, man. We need to get the Dishonored Wolf up in here. We need to get because he like Dishonored Wolf. He's like great. He's like a moderate. He's like he doesn't like Trump, but he also is like not fully to the left. He'd be great to debate. And then your game.
I'm a huge moderate.
Your game would just dissolve into creepy furry sex, and it'd be great.
Oh God! I only do that in forums. No, but yeah, like lots of moderates sound like fucking liberals because they're literally like, dude, this shit's crazy. I care about the environment, or they're not easily swayed by identity politics, where it's like, oh, I'm a real American, so I vote Republican, or I'm compassionate towards the minorities, so I have to vote always Democrat. It's like,
regardless of how crazy the liberals are.
No. It's not even about how crazy liberals are. It's like this blind eye they turn to Democrat corruption.
Yeah, they turn a blind eye to it and they embrace the Tumblerinas because
the far left is always insane. They're not going to vote Democrat. They're going to vote fucking Jill Stein.
Yeah.
And fuck shit up. And like even the far right, you can't control them, but you get a lot of them underneath the Republican banner. Every now and again, they'll go to libertarian. But there's moderate libertarians, just the weird part. Like, they have normalized views about so many things. And it's like, no, fuck the government, no taxes. And you're like, but how do we have cops? How do we have schools? businesses will step in. Have you seen businesses step in? Because they're stepping into the government right now and getting it to do whatever the fuck they want. But whatever.
Yeah.
I'm that grating, calm voice in the center.
This is our best pre-game show yet, but are we going to have a game today? Because it's like 40 minutes in.
How long have we gone in now? Are we at 30 minutes?
39, yeah, 40 minutes. We're at 39:43.
Oh, man.
You and your fucking ADD. We talked about the Purge movies, Star Wars, League of Legends.
That's on you, Eddie.
Did we talk about how short Auxentius is? So Auxentius, the people at home, Auxentius is literally 3 feet tall. He's like, yeah, I can fit him in a suitcase.
That's why he plays gnomes.
Yeah.
So he can understand from their viewpoint.
He can understand their viewpoint. He gets it. It was like, it's like, he hears that short people ain't got no reason song, and he just cries a little bit and plays League of Legends. I
think he's playing Leagues right now.
He's playing Leagues right now and ignoring it.
No, I'm not playing League.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
What are you playing? I'm hearing clicking.
Civ 5.
Uh-huh. Oh my god.
Press buttons that fast.
He's playing a game I respect.
What?
He's
Leagues is a respectable game.
He's playing a respectable game, unlike Dark Souls or League of Legends.
Hey, don't you talk shit about Dark Souls, you piece of shit.
Thank you.
I'm sorry that you can't play hard games, Eddie.
I do play hard games. I play man's games like Battletoads, Ninja Gaiden 1 through 3. And
Dark Souls is a man's game. Just get over the fact that you died sets you off and rustles your jimmies.
I played hard games. I've beaten the hardest game that Until We Win has ever done, which I never thought was hard, which is Comic Zone. I can fucking smoke Comic Zone right now in my sleep, and apparently that's considered like
you can beat Ninja Gaiden.
Like Comic Zone is so much fucking fun. It's like you start playing and getting into it, you don't even really notice you're dying all that much. You just get into it, and then before you know it, you're like fucking smoking your way through all the levels. And you're beating up Kung Fung, and it's like, really, we need a Jason Pilar to come on here and explain exactly how to get through this game, really? It's like, yeah, I mean, I can literally do Comic Zone in my sleep, and apparently some people find that game super hard. Which I can kind of see.
I mean, is it Nintendo hard, or is it from a different console?
It's from the Sega Genesis, and it's like one of the last games to come out of the Sega Genesis life, and it's like, it's kind of that perfect sweet spot where
that might be Nintendo hard era. I don't know if the Genesis came out before SNES.
I don't think so. It's in that sweet spot where it's like it's difficult, and it's like you're not going to beat it the first time you play it, but it's really fun.
Wait, was this after the 32X?
Like that's my personal take on it. It's a really fun game, so you don't really realize, wow, this is kind of difficult. It's like you don't notice it, and like that's my personal opinion. It's really cool. It's like you're a comic book artist who's the villain of your comic comes to life and drags you into the comic, and you literally, like, the levels are literally the pages of a comic that you have to you jump from panel to panel, and you have to fight your way through all the bad guys on the screen. You can literally tear up the pages itself. There's a super move you do that rips up the page and damages everything on the screen. It's a really good game, and it's
interesting.
Yeah, Comic Zone is fucking awesome. All right, fucker. Last time on Dents.
I should just keep setting you off.
Stand down, Mamoto.
I mean, at that point, I could just keep playing Civilization.
Fuck you.
I know, you might get to space.
You plus pause.
Well, I used to play Beyond Earth. But for some reason, over the past year, that game has not launched since they had one final update or some shit like that.
That game sounds.
And I even bought all the DLC for it, and was like, yeah. And then it's just like, no, I'm not going to run for you.
All right, you need to tell me about Beyond Earth, because I have not heard of this, and this sounds interesting to me. But
everyone says it's the worst entry, but honestly, it's a really good game overall still, even for what it is. They all say it's the weirdest and the worst entry of Civilization, but I love it. And it actually runs... It actually interacts with another game that they came out with that's a space exploration game, and you actually play that. And when you go to land on a planet, it prompts you to play a game of Civilization Beyond Earth on that planet in order to play out how the conquering of that world goes.
Yeah.
Oh, neat.
And it's just you can have these massive space epics over it if you want, and it's just you invest probably a year playing one game.
Talking about space epics.
You can just play one game over the course of a year.
For what? When is this game going to go into outer space? When do I get a spaceship? I want a spaceship.
Oh, you missed space.
I want a space bike. I want a space motorcycle. I want a space hog.
You want to be fucking Lobo?
Yeah, I want to be a sexy Lobo.
I need more gold.
I
I need a
Lobo
lot more
tits.
gold.
And we need to explain how I'm riding a motorcycle in space and not dying. We'll use Ryan Johnson physics, where I can open a door on a spaceship into the vacuum in space and not kill my entire crew, because I'm Leia Poppins. We need to do that. We need that kind of.
Leia Poppins.
Yeah.
That was great. No, you know what it was is he saw Star Trek and he's like, oh yeah, that's the same thing. They have force fields that can stop that
Yeah, you need to
depressurizing.
actually show the fucking force field. That's what you're supposed to do.
Well, she came inside and she hit a button, which obviously turned on the localized force field.
No, it just opened the fucking door. They should all be dead.
And turned on the localized force field, obviously.
You need to you need to show a panel with localized force field and pushing it. Otherwise, it doesn't exist.
No, Eddie, it did.
It
Just
didn't.
happens, okay?
He based that
Just
entire fight.
Eddie, turn your mind off.
No, I refuse.
Mind off, Eddie. Then the movie's good.
Yeah, when you turn your mind off, Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom is also good. Fuck that shit too.
That's what you're supposed to, Eddie. That's the modern cinema.
Why
Turn
is
your
there a
mind
little
off.
clone girl in that movie? Why? Why? Why is there a
Because.
little British girl?
Because.
Why is there a little
Eddie.
British girl I'm supposed to sympathize with? What? Fuck.
Eddie, because is why. See, you're doing this thing where you keep thinking. You're not supposed to think. You're supposed to
Why
sit there,
isn't
throw
that-
money at a ticket
Why
counter,
isn't that a
and then
Purge
start
movie?
sucking that sweet, sweet entertainment.
Okay. How come the only good movies this year have been Shape of Water, a bunch of Marvel movies, including Deadpool 2, and a Purge film? Why? Why is a Purge film in my top 10 for this year? Why? What? The Purge.
He didn't. He,
I like the Purge
Incredibles?
movies, but no. The Purge beat a Jurassic Park movie. It's bullshit. Play the game. Last time on Dents, Doug was made of rocks. Doug became...
No, you can't just end this and say this is how it's gonna be when you're always editing and ready and then keep going.
I'm ready.
And then you're gonna be uncultured yet argue about how cultured you are.
You are...
No, you can't just leave it at that. There
No.
has to be a debate over this.
You millennial...
no, Eddie. I am totally feeling the podcast vibe right now, where we just talk about
This is
shit.
a podcast now. This is no longer a game.
We got
Why
together
is the music
to
cut
have
off?
discussions and not play a game today. I assure you this.
Man, some assholes just driving down my street, blaring it at fucking 80 decibels.
That sucks.
I hate bad music too. Pure Doppler effect the whole way.
All right.
Um,
All right, Mamoto. Entertain me.
Okay, so if you turn your mind off, and she just pushes the button,
Oh, fuck
and the
you.
force field comes on when the door opens, it makes sense. Also, that girl has purple hair, not because it's appealing, but just because.
I hate you.
Even though there's no discernible difference between her and a human,
I hate
and a
you.
race of aliens looking like that have never been introduced inside of Star Wars.
I like how the Dishonor Wolf calls the Indoraptor the yellow boy.
Yeah, everybody calls it Yellow Boy.
That's a furry thing. You just call things boy. So it's like the new
Yeah, B-O-I,
dinosaur,
boy.
The yellow boy.
However, if you looked up boys on Reddit is very nice.
Oh, okay.
It's
So,
a
that
bunch
just
of
sounds like something
androgynous chicks.
completely inappropriate.
Doug is made
No,
of
it's
rocks.
androgynous chicks.
Doug is made of rocks, and
You know who else is made of rocks?
Malphite?
Yeah.
Doug is made of rocks, and he's Bible Man. He is Kirk Cameron with the power of Jesus.
Kirk
And,
Cameron.
And
Wait, what does Kirk Cameron have to do with this?
Kirk Cameron's Bible Man.
Is he?
Yeah, I think so. Kirk Cameron was like on Charles in Charge, right?
Was he?
Yeah, wasn't he was Scott
I didn't watch much Charles in Charge.
You never Charles in Charge.
Wasn't he on 7th?
Charles in Charge is a great TV show. It's beautiful.
I never saw it.
In charge of our days.
I saw like 3 episodes when I was 4.
Charles in charge of our wrongs.
Oh,
and
I'll tell you why, Eddie.
What?
Between the ages of like 4 to 6 and then 7 to 11,
Okay.
I lived with my grandmother and we did not watch TV.
Okay.
We had Jesus.
You need to go and like get like classic DVDs of Charles in Charge and get caught up.
Nah.
You cannot fully appreciate Bob Lala from Arrested Development until you've seen Charles in Charge.
That's fine. I don't watch that either.
That's a great show too. It's a great show.
I hear that,
You
but
see
I
what
don't need to
Drew's
watch
missing?
it. You see, I enjoy my good comedies, and I'll probably watch it one day for the funny parts. But it's also of that group of people that like to watch The Office, and I find The Office boring as fuck.
I like Idris Elba on it, but yeah, I don't care for The Office. But
Man, these cicadas.
Okay, so Doug's made of rocks and is Bible Man, and Shelley is talking to Dempsa about something super important.
So was Kirk Cameron Bible Man on Charles in Charge?
He was not Bible Man on Charles in Charge. That was what he did afterwards. Like Kirk Cameron he's either always been
Seventh Heaven? Dawson's Creek? It was Dawson's Creek, wasn't it?
Maybe. I don't know. It was like he was either always super religious but not public about it, or he became super religious, so he became Bible Man.
Ah.
A Bible-themed superhero. Whose power
Well, at least it's not like Gwyneth Paltrow, where it's just a bunch of fucking Eastern medicine and bullshit.
Gwyneth Paltrow in yoga pants defeated the third Iron Man villain, and it was the best thing ever.
No.
Yes, it was. It was
That lady is that bone thin because she believes in like shoving garlic up her ass.
Yeah, that's the extremist. That's what the extremist is.
Could you imagine that?
That's why early in the movie, the one lady is making the extremist thing with plants, with regenerating plants. It's all connected.
Because Gwyneth Paltrow kept putting a piece of it in her butt.
Exactly, and then that's how she got extremist powers.
And then made a blog on it to convince other ladies to do it.
Yes, now she has vague fire powers and yoga pants and defeats our Iron Man villain for us.
There wasn't much to see in yoga pants, honestly. That girl got no ass.
It's a nice ass, just skinny ass. Like,
that girl needs to do some lunges.
Look, I like Gwyneth Paltrow. I don't feel comfortable speaking for Gwyneth.
You don't feel compelled to call her out on her bullshit? Come on, man.
Virginia Hayes into stuff like that too, and Virginia Hayes awesome. So it's like,
is she a porn star? That sounds like a porn star.
No, Virginia Hayes is Zahn from Farscape, and the Warrior Woman from Mad Max 2, and she's a Bond girl. And she's awesome.
Is that the blue lady?
That's the blue lady, and she's at Pensacon.
Yeah.
She was at Pensacon this year, and she's great. She's always she's the reason I got to Pensacon because she's the coolest person. And like
not for anybody else.
You could
just
tell
David Spader.
You could just well, Ricky Sims from Invader Zim is awesome too. But it's like, yeah, you could just chill with her. She's like fucking great. She's awesome. She's just the coolest person to hang out with. But she has like a thing like in addition to autographs, it's like you can pay her a little bit more money and she'll do like a guided meditation with her, which I've never actually done. But it was like, yeah, she's kind of like she's into stuff like that.
I wonder if it's hypnosis to pay her more money.
She has like a business like
This is great. Bothist has completed his greatest work, the list of the mostest literate people.
The mostest literate people. How long is this
That's great.
How long's the list?
It was the players in the game, so the 3 NPCs and myself.
Okay.
And I was on top because I had literacy level of like 4.
Ooh.
I mean, it's a short list when someone's saying the mostest, I guess. All right, I'm talking to Dempsa.
Well, they may be literate. They can be literate, but not grammatic.
Mamoto, stand down.
Never.
I'm talking to Dempsa.
This is now a podcast. We're going to talk about pop culture references. Oh, I saw the new Ant-Man. Did you see it?
Yes, I made a review about it, but nobody watched.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Nobody's going to watch.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
I'll watch it.
Nobody watched your stream.
You're right.
Yeah.
But I'm also willing and able to admit that.
You punched me below your belt, I punched you below the belt. Is your stream up on your YouTube page?
No, I'm gonna edit it.
Okay, I'll watch it.
Oh, wow. Edits? Eddie, you should pay attention to that part.
Fuck you. You know what?
Yeah, that's hilarious.
You know what? Fuck you. Fuck your face.
Eddie the unedited.
Eddie the unedited. Yeah.
Uneditable.
Fine. I approve of this. Alright. I'm talking to Dempsa. What's she talking to me about?
Huh?
Okay, you got two places you can start from here. Either I'm talking to Dempsa and she's telling me some secret thing, or Doug is being a stone man made of rocks playing Civilization 5, apparently.
I mean, I was going to start at Doug.
All right, Doug, go.
Oh, hold up.
Start role playing, and I'll touch myself over here.
Gonna save. I'm going to alt tab out. No. No. Okay, so what's going on?
You're made of stone.
Made of stone.
Punches ground erupts around him. Not really.
Purge for this.
I would imagine you're super happy now. You have 8 of your addiction.
I am rocks.
Rocks. The only way this could be better is if you were also made of cups.
No. I actually legitimately pulled that flaw off his page.
You could have the powers and abilities of cups in addition to rocks. You could store liquid inside.
So you'd be stackable and contain water for others to drink.
Yeah. Dude, you'd be like a walking canteen. That'd be awesome.
And the living, breathing support character reigns true again.
Yeah, and it's like in order to get the water, we have to suck it out of your nipples, so that'd be weird.
What?
But
Where do you come up with these things?
He comes equipped with a very long straw.
Oh my god! You're like Master Shake. You're Master Shake from Aqua Teen
Oh
Aqua
gosh.
Force.
I'm gonna go back to playing Civ 5 with you
Okay,
people.
stop. No, Doug, no. No, run
But-
the game.
This is so interesting.
Shut up.
We just sit here
Will
and
you
talk
stop? Will you people just stop?
the slurpiness.
Stop talking about raping my character.
Okay.
We're not raping, we're just drinking from him.
Oh my god.
He's just got so much fluid inside.
My mouse is hovering over Civ 5.
Did you say your mouth? Because our mouths are hovering.
I'm just gonna deafen myself.
Oh god. All right. On that note.
Oh, I got water all over my phone.
Oh.
But my phone is waterproof.
But is it waterproof?
Yes. It's got a waterproof case that is now destroyed, no longer waterproof, so I guess not. I'm sorry, I got too much into talk mode.
It's true.
It's like my brain is distant and fuzzy.
All the mold.
I think we're now up to like an hour of bullshit.
We're over,
Almost.
probably over an hour.
No, we're under. We're 57 minutes and 20 seconds.
Shit, we gotta go for another 3 minutes.
No.
Civ
Start
5, here I
playing.
come. So no Civ 5?
No Civ 5.
Eddie wants RP so bad.
I can't get an erection until I've had an RP once a week. So hurry up.
Deny him his erection. Blue ball!
I'm just seeing him roleplay with the hookers and
Chelle
all
is a
like-
sex addict.
roll for initiative.
Baby.
This is why Chelle is a sex addict.
Baby.
Talk dirty to me, baby.
I'm
Oh
level-
man, your THACO isn't high enough. Oh,
Why are we playing second edition? Baby, I'm a
What?
level 10 paladin with the Helm of Destruction. Paladins can't wear the Helm of Destruction. Oh, well then I'm a black guy.
what? Oh god, why?
All
And there's
right.
like your blackguard. You mean?
No, it was a it's a Family Guy joke. Play, damn it.
Oh, really?
Yes. Back when
Now
Family
I
Guy
have to
was
look
funny.
up that Family Guy.
Okay, I remember that I was reading this book over Aegis.
Damn it!
Yes.
What?
Make him focus.
Let's see.
Well, actually, y'all can do whatever you need to for like the next minute or two, because I do have to kind of pee. So, Mamoto, will you please annoy the crap out of Eddie and deny him his boner?
Ah! All right, I'm talking to Dempsa.
Okay.
You're deliberately being silent for the next 20 seconds, I can tell.
Is it 20 more seconds until we reach an hour?
Start talking. Start role-playing, damn it.
Eddie, you're just sitting there getting cucked.
Fuck you. Talking to Dempsa.
Are you? Because we were talking about
Doug.
Doug.
Am. Okay, it's been officially an hour. Role-play.
All right, Doug. Well, you're sitting there reading the book about this strange being that's become bonded to you. And you expected him to be gone longer, but then fucking Yados storms back in.
Auxentius. He went to the bathroom.
Start
Start with me, damn it.
And this concludes our episode of Dents.
No! No. All they did was talk about Purge movies and Donald Trump.
I mean, we didn't just talk about Donald Trump. If we did, we'd be a lot angrier.
It's true.
You know, I think if you say Trump enough, we'll eventually have some sort of like Russian scanner activate, and then there'll start being chatter in the comments by Russian trolls.
My first troll, my first comment in general was a troll named Russian Robot, who said he's sick and tired of people like me molesting children. And it's like, I don't molest children. Why are you? I mean, and then I was.
Oh, it's because you were talking about James Gunn?
No, this is way back before James Gunn got fired. This is back this is just me just expressing that like I hate both sides of the political. I hate MAGA and I hate Tumblerinas. I hate them both. And it was like, so it was like, and
well, you're looking at the far spectrums, except Trump isn't a far spectrum. He's a majority of the Republican Party, which in itself is kind of fucked up.
Not necessarily. I mean, it's like he's got he's looking at a 38% approval rating. His base is strong.
Yeah.
It's like I think the Republicans that are like that know better are supporting him because it's like, oh well, maybe if I support him, I'll get better tax breaks and stuff like that. You'll get like fiscal. You'll get people that don't necessarily. They're people that are like don't necessarily like him but are supporting him because they feel like they have to because it's like he's a Republican president. So that's. Auxentius?
So what do you do? What's this guy do?
I think you need to restate your thing for Auxentius.
I'm back. Hello?
We're here.
Hello?
Mamoto.
Hold on, I have to respond to somebody.
Oh my god.
Yes, more blue balling.
Hate. Oh.
8?
Oh.
Does he have
Blue ball him
balls
8 more times? Okay.
There's a Man Show episode where the midget they have in the show turns into like the blue meanie with blue balls. He's like the Incredible Hulk with blue balls.
Oh my god.
He doesn't get laid, he turns blue and just gets like really super crazy and horny.
You know what, Eddie? I think you were sexually attracted to RP books.
Mm-hmm. I am.
Which actually classifies you as someone with objective sexuality. So
yeah.
Congratulations.
Pansexual.
There's your not pansexual. You're not pan. You're not pan. Pan still refers to people.
Does it?
Yes.
L3 looks like a fucking toaster oven.
You are into objective sexuality, which objective sexuality is where you're sexually attracted to objects. Or some sort of objects, or some classification of objects, like role-playing books, or like
role-playing
toasters.
Books get me hot.
Do you mean introphilia?
I'm pretty sure it's subjective sexuality.
I found a
Dendrophilia, I think,
D20.
just means trees, but I think it also means inanimate objects.
So Jed is a Fallout role-playing game, but it's got its own system, Fallout Pen and Paper. But I found a D20 Fallout book, and it gets me hot. I wanna fuck it.
Wait,
I got stats for.
is there like class skills?
Yeah, it's got class. Yeah, it's a D20 Fallout book, so it's like you could run a.
And so I guess all of the perks are feats.
Oh, it's objectophilia. All right. It's a form of sexuality focused on a particular inanimate objects. Those individuals with this expressed preference may feel strong. Load the page. Strong feelings of attraction, love, and commitment to certain items or structures of their fixation. For some sexual or even close emotional relationships with humans are incomprehensible. Some object sexual individuals also often believe in animism and sense reciprocation based on the belief that objects have souls, intelligence, and feelings and are able to communicate.
And now you're insulting all animistic religions now. You're doing it right there. So, in other words, role-playing books get me hot. So, in other words, Auxentius, fuck books. Ramen Queen was right. Fuck books. Ramen Queen is a very sexualized song too, so.
Oh, wow. Okay, so in 2009, Amy Marsh, a clinical sexologist, surveyed the 21 English-speaking members of Erica Effie's 40-strong OS International about their experiences. About half reported autism spectrum disorders. 6 had been diagnosed, 4 were affected but not diagnosed, and 3 of the remaining 9 reported having some traits.
I'm not surprised by any of this.
So half of the people that were a part of that group that had object sexuality instead of human relationships like that.
Yeah.
Down syndrome, or autistic.
I could see our friend Chewy having this problem.
So this explains why you can't have a boner unless you RP for the week.
So you're basically saying
rolling dice?
I have a mild autism, and I which to me says I have no real problems. So,
Mild?
I have a mild. Fuck you.
Which also explains why you can't fucking understand computers.
You're a computer I can't understand.
I'm a computer I can't understand. Sad robot.
All right. So Doug's reading a book, and you need to restate the thing you said to me a minute ago.
Hello, Doug.
Doug says hello.
Okay, anyhow. So, you're sitting there reading the book. It's cluing you into this elemental spirit that's inside of you, wedged into your heart with a stone.
Suddenly.
And, yeah. Janos bursts in, like, just opens the door and starts trudging through, looking somewhat annoyed.
Oh, hello. Something go wrong?
Let's see. He stops, looks at you, and he says, "No, not exactly. It's just what happened leading up to it."
Oh, didn't Chelle go with you?
Yeah, she's still in there.
Having to sweet talk the mistress, I assume?
He gives you a strange look about that.
Okay. I'll just stay quiet on the subject.
Let's see, what would Janos do with his free time? Oh, yeah. So he walks to another wall, opens up a doorway. It's to some sort of strange hallway, and then closes it behind him, and you're left there with the book again.
Lots of tension in his eyes. I go back to reading.
Okay. So, the history of Aegis is very long, actually. It's not from this dimension, to say the least. It's from a far different place called Selah.
Selah?
Yes, Selah.
Sayloth.
Saloth.
Okay. Different. All right. Cool. Anything else?
On Saloth, there's a certain type of spiritual energy or animus that seems to infuse the local crystals and rocks and so forth. And it takes on intelligence over time. And that's essentially what Aegis is a sentient, well, it's an elemental. Simply put, it's elemental. It's sentient. It has connections to the earth and stone. And it has a very bloody history of being just part of this, like you find out by reading this, are actually considered a Rayanok. But what he was a Malok. And it's R-E-I.
So wait, Aegis has a dark history?
Yeah, he does.
Aegis has dark and bloody. Yeah. All right. And then who else did I wrote about?
Well, you find out that he's a Malok, which was an animated suit of armor that essentially ran off with the energies of the elemental. And it was under
Made suit of armor.
But it's essentially like a suit of armor. It's a golem.
Running off.
A sentient golem is a better way to describe it. The other creatures on the planet were Rayanok, what you seem to have become, where the elemental gem is pierced through them while they're dying.
Spell that.
R-E-I''N-O-K. Malok is spelled M-E-I''L-O-K.
And Raylock or Raynol?
All right. Malok is the golems. M-E-I-L-O-K.
Yeah.
Raynok is the humanoids. R-E-I''N-O-K.
All right, right. And they are the humans, you said?
Yes, but according to this, Rayanok are usually beholden to the Earth. Usually just the manifestation of personality inside the rock.
Okay.
So you find the fact that you're in control of your body to be a bit strange and also somewhat questionable and tenuous. Like, could you lose control of your body?
I feel like Doug is a Resident Evil character who's just saving his progress on the tiebreaker.
I know. Itchy taste.
I'm sorry if I take notes so that I can remember what happens and what's the important stuff.
Anyhow, so there's some subjective first-hand accounts about Aegis in there. There's one from a creature called Stalfor, which is a race of creatures called Brulek on that planet. And he had an encounter with it and also was almost killed by it. And it's his like Stalfor bastard arms of the kingdom of, oh my god, what's the name of the kingdom? Anyhow, but yeah, his story regards how Aegis was not beholden to anyone but himself. He sought not power, but just simply an ability to express his power. So the arenas to express his power. So he was a mercenary. He would just join in war. Have you read Berserk?
Nope.
And you suck. Because I had a quick reference. Now I have to think of another one. Kuma. How about, you know about Kuma?
Sounds familiar?
Street Fighter.
Street Fighter. Just likes to fight. That was essentially his thing. He had no honor. He had no loyalties. You just love to get out there and crush things.
That may prove useful.
Okay. Trying to think about where to take this.
The reason I say it may be useful is because it's his instinct to fight and his desire to fight may help me out when I'm actually fighting, you know?
Okay.
I'm
Anyhow.
thinking. Probably gonna get my ass kicked, but still.
You're mildly shook is all what Doug was probably feeling about now. Because deep down you realize you only have a tenuous hold over him currently.
Can I highlight?
What? You broke up there for a minute.
Is highlighting a thing in Notepad++?
I
Oh,
don't
okay.
think so.
Oh, it's highlighting a thing. I don't know. You might be able to change background color.
I've never been able to highlight in Notepad before.
Encoding you. I do.
Or you can just change the font color. I haven't used Notepad++ in a while. Mostly use it for writing pseudocode.
I haven't written HTML5 in years. And even then, I just did a little bit to kind of get an idea of what goes into it.
Oh no, pseudocode is planning for actual code. HTML is just like laying out lines around the planter box.
I mean, you could
Yeah.
put it in, like, you could like put it inside like number signs, which show that it's like.
I think XML has more deep script. Well, HTML5 might, because I remember they updated.
Well, it's just that I wanted to make something stand out a little bit more than it is, without doing just all caps, you know?
I don't think you can highlight it in Notepad.
Okay. That's important information. Alright. So, Doug feels uneasy, not really getting anything else that's more useful out of this book, so.
Nothing comforting comes from reading this.
Nothing.
Understanding about randoms is that usually the elemental takes over.
I could barely hear you, Moto. You were really quiet there.
Sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yes. Nothing is comforting reading this book. It's almost like reading Tom Wolfe.
I don't know who that is.
Literary
So,
criticism.
elementals usually take over in the end.
Yes. Well, they usually take over immediately.
But you beat him with the power of Jesus.
The Lord is my savior.
All you have to do is psychically pose in a cross and scream at him, and he'll be fine.
Oh no. Oh wow.
Either
I just thought of something really funny.
it's either a show of will or it just annoys it enough to the point where it's like, whatever, it's fine.
So, by the way, as you're reading the book, you feel a little bit of tunnel vision.
Ooh. Tunnel vision while reading. It can't be good.
Take notes on everything I say.
If it sounds important, yes. I will delete them if they're not important.
June 3rd.
Whatever.
The zombies have taken over the city. Somehow, I'm still alive.
June 4th. The smell of poop attracted them that day.
June 5th, I took more notes. no one can hear what Melmoto said.
So I'm going to say you're about a quarter way through the book.
I think he's taking dictation. I think that's what it is. It's like a court document now. So it's
What?
Yeah, I think like Auxentius is like he's taking dictation. This is a court document now. He's gonna present this before a judge.
Stenographer.
Yeah, stenographer. Thank you. So you see, Your Honor, according to the minutes of the last meeting, I have tunnel vision, and I'm made of stone.
I'm going to beat you with a rapier.
Did you say with a rapier?
A rake.
Oh, okay. I heard rapier.
I have a rapier somewhere, but it's not for beating.
Alright, so he has tunnel vision.
Are you writing down that I have a rapier somewhere?
God damn it, man!
Where does Melmoto keep his rapier? Question mark. We'll find out soon.
It is
Starts a new note page.
It is super important to Doug's character that he knows what the dungeon master keeps his rape and beats another player with it. That is super important. We joke, but he's actually writing it down.
No, he's writing down what you're saying because he's trying to be a jackass.
Yeah.
No, I'm writing down only the things Melmoto says.
Oh, fuck.
Oh my, he's writing down
It's the only important things that are said in these games.
Oh, fuck you. You little shit.
Eddie now. So as you continue reading it, the tunnel vision gets worse. I'm just gonna write down every last thing.
Yeah,
I'm a smart player, what can I say?
It's not smart. It's
not
just an inability to
smart.
remember.
You take selective notes.
Eddie, no, this is making it worse. He's now doing it to annoy us.
Oh god, alright.
No, I'm. This seems important, and if it's not, I'll delete it from my notes later. I'm sorry.
I can hear the grin.
But this is a deep moment of things that I'm learning, and that I'm going to need to know.
Yeah, I can
You
hear
know
the
what
grin.
I think
Okay.
it's shit. Why don't you write that down?
So, since the tunnel vision is getting worse as I keep reading, I'm just gonna close the book and concentrate on reality, on
Okay.
being myself and not letting something take me over. Because I feel like that's what's happening.
You're just sitting there being like, man, I want to attract girls and win people over. How do I do that? I just be myself. Okay. Sorry. Just remembering all these bad dating guides.
I can't be stone.
Starts writing that down. How to pick up women. There goes.
Doing it. Jokes are real.
Okay. So, as you sit there reclined, trying to focus in on what it is to be yourself, I suppose, we're going to transition away over to Eddie.
Alright. And I am in a void talking to Dempsa.
Hold on, Eddie?
Yeah.
Now we're transitioning back to Doug.
Wait, what?
Okay.
Horror!
Ready to type.
No, we're back on Eddie now.
Okay.
But then back to Doug. No.
In the meantime, I'm going to be muted and in sub.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Getting comfortable so I can
Alright.
fall asleep while we're role playing.
That's bad.
All right.
I'm in a void talking to Dempsa.
All right. So let's return back to Chelle. Yes, you are in a void. It's utterly black around you. You only have the slightest ability to determine horizon from sky.
Mhm.
and it seems like you're inside of a very expansive place. It's just all black, like the vaguest outlines of possibly forests and other things like mountains in the distance. And you can even see small, just ever so slightly brighter pinpricks of stars in the background.
Mhm.
But anyhow, it does nothing to help with the fact that everything in front of you is blackness, including the voice talking to you and the person talking to you. All you can really determine is a voice.
All right. And last we left off, she said she had something important to tell me.
Yeah, I'm super sore. So there's just stuff going on
She
here.
had something super important to tell me. I apologize for
Okay.
slurring my dialogue.
I
It's a drunken game now. So what?
wish. I wish. Dude, if I was stoned, I could totally focus. Anyhow, I can ramble when I'm stoned. You don't doubt that about my imaginary realms. But anyhow, she seems hesitant after saying that. You feel, well, you hear the subtle shift of grass.
I'm focused intently on her and eager to hear what she has to say.
Okay. So, she recounts something that maybe not a lot of people know, but your parents did. And they used to joke about it with you, and she says, you were born out in the sea.
Yeah, my mom and dad used to say like I was born in the Bermuda Triangle or something like that. They were on like a cruise.
You hear a soft, like, laugh. It's a rather nice sound, but she clears her throat. Not precisely. You, yes, you were born in the sea, but also the you that came before was born in the sea.
I don't understand.
I'm trying not to be intentionally enigmatic.
Yeah.
Says, you carry in you the soul of an Atlantean.
And an Atlantean.
Yes, unfortunately for your mother, she had no chance of knowing. But
Atlantis, the lost continent?
more like an island. But yes, back before the great silence. Gosh.
Oh shit, you're forgetting
Long-
more.
Now I'm trying to remember what I called it. Was it the silence?
You called it the silence,
yeah. Yeah, okay. During the silence, the biggest loss for all of humanity was Atlantis. You see, all those wild myths and tales you hear, they're echoes of an echo. Just these unbelievable tales that carried down through humans over the thousands of years after the silence had destroyed them down to primitive creatures.
What is the silence? I think I've heard that from Janos before, but I don't really know what it is.
It's like the Order decided that they would put an end to the chaotic nature of anyone being able to control their destiny. And as they assumed control over this dimension, they made it grow still. For anyone with a certain threshold of the gift. But anyhow, she's an older type. She doesn't call it the new way or the new hippy dippy stuff.
Yeah.
But anyone with the threshold of the gift could still persist inside of this still world.
I'm remembering this.
So there's a problem with that.
Janos told me about it yesterday. They stopped all of time, right?
Yes. They didn't stop time per se. They stopped all matter and energy. So many escaped to their realms to try to wait it out, but it was for a very, very long time.
Like, how long?
It's hard to say, honestly. I mean, one's own realm could flow differently from reality very easily. But it was long enough for people to fade from existence. Or if they were trapped here, die, starve, rot away, and so on.
Well, if matter
But
and energy aren't moving, then you couldn't eat or drink, right?
that's why people escaped their realms. But essentially, it was to force out anybody that opposed them.
I gotta say, everything I know about the Order makes me not like them too much. They did try to kill me.
Well, they tend not to like the fact that something could soil their flock of kine.
Oh shit! Use the word kind.
What?
Use the kind. That's a Vampire the
Oh,
Masquerade
sorry.
term. Thank you, sir.
You want me to say beeves? I'll say beeves.
I like kind. I like the Vampire the Masquerade reference. Makes me think Dempsa's a vampire.
No, she's not. Unfortunately, she's not a Lasombra. Anyhow, it says the cultivator you encountered gave you quite a few awful hitchhikers, and they spread rapidly through weak minds. So, if you had passed on a few of your parasites, they could easily start to infest places. But you were far more easy to track, at least at first, and that's why they went to exterminate you. But their reasoning for the silence was to stop the chaos that threatens to devour every reality. And when I say chaos, I don't mean a singular force. There's 1,000 variations of it. Some far more methodical than just pure madness.
More than just the
And others. Oh, you've encountered him.
Janos was talking about it. Apparently, the I think he called it an imposter, the faceless creature that killed Eddie. Like that was an agent of the others.
Yes, the other has many servants. Power is a very seductive thing, especially when one can grant it to those who have none.
Hey, you know,
imagine if I'd come to you saying that all the wonders and horrors you've seen thus far were something obtainable to you long before you encountered them, but I had proven that it was true. Would you want to act on that? I mean, I know you own a gun, and that's to empower people that don't have the abilities.
Well,
Excuse me. Hold on. As Colt said, God made every man, but Colt made them equal.
Really? You mean the gun company, Colt?
Yes.
Oh. Well, that's cute. Hey, you know, I don't mean to get off topic, and I do need to know more about this Atlantis thing, but what's the deal with the giant shadow monster downtown? What is that? The other? What is that?
She sighs, sort of a strenuous sound that
At the moment I saw that, I'm like, what the hell is that?
That is an after image of the Watcher.
The Watcher.
It doesn't exist inside of this reality, but its presence is so great that it can be perceived through every reality. and is looking for something.
Is it harmful or is it just looking?
To you, no.
Okay.
Hey, make an intelligence roll.
All right. I gotta get my dice. Just straight intelligence?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Well, what is memory? I think it's intelligence. I'm trying to remember what it was to remember stuff. As you can tell, I wouldn't succeed on the roll.
Ooh. I have 2 successes.
Yeah, how many?
2.
It occurs to you. Nah, realize it.
What?
Hold on. Gotta look up to see if I can give you. That'd just be one more die. You know what? It's. I want to do the roll right, but at the same time, I.
All around me there are familiar faces. Familiar faces.
Worn out faces. Worn out spaces.
Worn out faces. Thank you. I fucked that up.
It's an early day.
Find it kind of funny. Find it kind of sad. Dreams I have of dying are the best I've ever had.
Why are you singing Mad World?
Fill the silence.
Yeah, it's intelligence composure.
Intelligence composure?
Yeah.
Okay.
So you get one
3
more.
successes.
Oh, you make 3 successes?
3 successes.
All right. So you realize you're standing in front of an incredibly stealthful.
Incredibly stealthy what?
being.
Okay.
I couldn't give you the conclusion.
Having a little trouble hearing you.
Oh, my phone is away from my face again. All right, there. Said you're standing in front of a very stealthful being.
All right.
And you also remember not seeing the Watcher at night.
Are you the Watcher?
She says no. Sorry.
Okay. Does it only appear during the daytime?
Yes. Fully.
Okay. So it's on a day cycle.
Well, since it's not in this realm, it has a harder time perceiving of reality.
Okay. All right. So what you're telling me though is that a lot of the stories we hear about supernatural creatures are kind of an echo of something real that happens in our world we just didn't perceive before, because
in the case of Atlantis and a few other myths, it's true. Primitive stories. I think you've heard of possibly the hero of 1,000 faces.
Okay.
But the concept is archetypes, these general concepts of what a certain type of person is inside of a story. Is actually long lost memories filtering down through the generations.
Okay. So Atlantis was a real place, and I'm the reincarnation of an Atlantean?
Well, simply put, yes.
Alright. Is that why the other is targeting me?
Yes. That is a very big reason why.
Well, who was I before that was so special the other would want to target me?
You can almost hear the grin. She says, you are the maiden.
The maiden.
Vestal Virgin. Priestess.
She laughs.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, now I know you're pulling my leg.
Well, you can just say that you were making up lost time.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that kind of yeah, I can see that. I can totally see that. Like, as a kid, I always felt like there was a lot of living I wanted to do, and I felt like I'd been waiting forever just to get on my own, make mistakes. Got into some trouble early on. Could be that's part of the reason why that I was Miss Prim and Proper before.
Maybe.
So,
But-
and I don't want to insult you, right? But it's like, it sounds like, and Janos kind of made me suspect this too. It's like, so you guys have powers and you have advantages and you can see certain things, but you guys don't know everything, right?
Oh, Giannis, he's got the ability to see quite a bit, but he doesn't see as much as he thinks he does.
Could the same, and again, I mean no insult, but could the same be said of you? You see a little bit more, but there's also things hidden from you.
There's things I don't wish to disclose.
So you know stuff about me. Does that pertain to me specifically?
Yes.
Well, why don't you want to tell me about it?
The simplest answer is there's a lot more for you to learn before you can know these things.
I mean, is this going to be a type of thing that if you told me like right now, I'd go freaking crazy? Or
No, maybe.
Is this like a Star Wars thing? It's like I need to like go to Dagobah and like learn to be a Jedi or something?
God damn it. What's your character know about Star Wars, the anti-nerd fucking girl?
Emily's like forced her, and like in this reality, Emily's the one that's really super pissed about The Last Jedi and Solo, and she calls her and complains about it. And whereas like
okay.
I'm like you and Auxentius, it's like, oh god, Eddie's going about Star Wars again. It's like
okay.
I didn't. Do you like Star Wars? I think it's okay. My sister's really into it. I didn't see the last one, and I don't know. I don't know. My sister's really mad about it for some reason. I don't know why. Whatever.
Anyhow. She goes, I'm aware of it. This isn't about you needing to meet a small green alien to teach you through the process. It's mostly about understanding the rest of this reality.
Okay. So where do I start? The bay?
Excuse me?
Should I go...
Oh, the bay?
Should I go swimming?
He says, yes, that would be the best, actually, is for you to finish the ritual. But it'd be easier if you weren't in the bay. It's rather dead.
The bay's dead?
Just
What did she say specifically? Did she say that did she say that it's rather dead or it's rather you were dead?
oh no, she says the bay is quite dead.
The bay is dead.
It's like wherever the simple banal minds congregate, they tend to just press out everything of trying not to use I want to use big words, but I can't think of proper big words. I want to say supernal, but that's heavenly. Can't say infernal, it's demonic. Supernatural is just way overused, and I wanted to use something a bit more with more gravitas than that, but I'll have to say it. Banal people, wherever they gather, crush out supernatural forces.
So, like, if I got, like, way out in the middle of the ocean where nobody's at.
Well, the best place where it probably would be where you were born.
The Bermuda Triangle?
Yes.
How do I go to the Bermuda Triangle?
Janos could take you.
See, now I'm scared of sharks.
Now you're scared of sharks
Now
being
I'm
in deep
scared
water.
of sharks. Well, back to the whole, the whole having trouble getting in the water incident. It's like, yeah, I'm confident the bay's gonna be fine. It's like, immediately offshore, it's like, yeah, I can swim in that no problem. It's like, in the middle of the Bermuda Triangle, like, okay, that's in the middle of the ocean where you could have sharks, and like, big
It's
shit.
a pretty big triangle.
Yeah, and all on top of the fact that like that's like a known like mystery zone where God knows what's in there. She's silent for like a minute or two solid. It's like I feel like I should get ready before doing that. Like get a harpoon.
Because that would be prudent.
I mean, should I go scuba diving?
It shouldn't take much diving to understand what lies in the fathoms below.
Okay. I mean, is there a time limit? Is the other going to keep targeting me or people I care about, like, or is there have I lost the scent for the time being, or has it lost the scent for the time being?
Well, that's hard to say. The other is a mysterious creature, to say the least.
Is there anything else you can tell me, or do I have to do this first?
Do you know exactly where you were born?
No. Like, again, they just joke that, like, oh, we were on a ship and you were born in the middle of the Bermuda Triangle. That's why you're so weird. Ha ha ha. It's like a family joke.
I see. Well, maybe you should talk to them. Find out if you can learn more about it.
Talk to my mom and dad?
Yes.
Okay.
Actually finding maps of the Bermuda Triangle right now.
Cool. Didn't know the campaign was going to go here this quick.
Go where?
The Bermuda Triangle. Swim, bitch.
Well, I was going to have you just get out to the Atlantic, but I'm like, no, let's go a bit further.
Yeah.
I think I found it.
Cool. Okay, well, I guess I'll start there. I'll give my mom another call.
I think you should talk to your father, actually.
My dad knows more about this?
Oh, yes. You'd be surprised.
Okay. Well, I guess that's what I'll do.
And Shelley,
Yes.
do be careful.
I will. I'm gonna go talk to my dad and get a harpoon gun. Well, thanks again, Dempsa. How do I get back to Janos' place? I mean, I really can't see anything around here.
Dempsa. Why do you keep putting an S in there?
Janos?
No. Dempsa. You called her Dempsa.
I thought it was Dempsa.
Dympha.
How do you pronounce it?
Dempha.
Dempha.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Dempha. How do I get out of here? I can't, see.
So you can just go the way you came.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I guess I'll see you later then. Well, talk to you know what I mean. I wave at the nothingness and turn around and walk away.
All right. Surprisingly enough, it's only a few short steps, and then you're suddenly standing inside of Janos' parlor.
Okay. All right. Do I see Doug?
Yeah, Doug's sitting there, sort of resting his eyes.
Hey, Auxentius, faggot, get back on the thing. Unmute your mic.
Be nice.
Short people ain't got no reason to live, Auxentius.
Shh.
Stop playing Civ.
What do you want, you faggot?
I'm back in the room with your character.
Why? Why are you back?
Because I finished talking to Dempsa. Now the party's rejoined. And
Okay.
don't you know? You never
I'm focusing.
Clerics in the back with the fighters hale and hearty. The wizard's in the middle where he can shed some light, and you don't let that damn thief out of sight. All right, so you're made of rocks, and it's like all right, so Doug, so apparently I need to go to the Bermuda Triangle, and I need to and not in that order.
The Bermuda Triangle.
Yeah.
Why would you need to go to Bermuda Triangle?
I was
Triangles.
born there. I was born there.
Doug gets all wide-eyed.
So, okay, so my parents have this joke that I was born in the Bermuda Triangle. That's why I'm so weird and everybody calls me funny and stuff. Well, apparently that's super important because apparently I am the reincarnation of a Vestal Virgin from Atlantis. Yeah, and
In lieu of new information, what do you make of it?
Well, Dempsa knows more than she's telling, but she says you kind of got to find it.
You mean Lady Dempsa?
Dempsa. Did I call her Dempsa again?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, Lady Dempsa. Yes, she knows more than she's saying, but she says I gotta come into it in my own or something like that. I think it's like a Star Wars thing. So I should. So I gotta go to Bermuda, and there was this thing while you were being, tortured. I'm really sorry about that. That must have been horrible. I mean, I know there's no way you could have possibly just sat that. I'm sure you fought valiantly. There's no way you would have sat down and just let someone doodle all over your face for hours on end and staple your dick. You wouldn't. There's no way whatsoever you would just sit there and let some obviously evil monster just finish your tattoo. Because I know you're smarter than that.
Well, I wanted one tattoo done, but then he knocked me out, and the rest of the stuff happened.
Well, clearly you did that. Like, clearly you didn't know if you thought it was Eddie. Clearly you were fooled, and you didn't obviously know that it was a monster because you're not retarded and stuff.
Well, about halfway through doing one of the tattoo I wanted him to do, he revealed himself. I asked him to finish that one.
Wait, what?
I'd at least like to have my last tattoo that was supposedly going to be my last tattoo before I died. That's what I was thinking at the time. It's like, just to die with the completely finished tattoo that I would like. He
She stares at you.
went a little overboard.
So, a friend of ours took his own face off and revealed himself to be Slender Man, and you asked him politely to finish the tattoo you were making. She stares at you. Stares
Nods.
At you intently and moves closer towards you.
Nods.
She shakes her head. Anyway, a little blood comes out her nose.
Are you bleeding?
Nothing. Just I lost brain cells. Okay, look.
Are you okay?
I'm good. I'm worried about you more than what. Oh my god. Maybe you should stay here.
Well, you're the...
Anyway.
But you're the one that needs to go off and do some dangerous stuff. You need.
Okay, yeah. All right.
You need some big old muscle to go with you.
Yes, muscle. Obviously not brains. Anyway. Yeah. Anyway.
So how do we go about getting there?
Well, apparently Giannis can get us there, but I should probably prepare first because it was weird. All right, so I talked to Dempsa before.
Dempsa?
Damn it! I talked to Dempsa before on my way back.
Write it down.
You write it down.
You need to sticky note this to your monitor screen.
Why'd you type it really loudly? Motherfucker. There. So that way I'll know.
I already have.
Well, fine. Anyway.
Long, weeks ago.
Fine.
After the first, Dempsa was the voice in darkness.
Okay.
Long ago when we first met Giannis.
All right. Anyway.
You simple-minded fool.
You're simple-minded. You fucking let a monster whatever. Anyway.
Anyhow.
The complexities of Doug are not the matches you should delve into.
Oh, quiet you. Anyway. That was not in character. We just devolved into player hate. So while I was on my way back to town, I encountered Dempsa, and she told me to go into the water, and I tried, and it felt really calming and whatnot, and then as I got closer in, I started getting scared.
The water.
Yeah.
Live there, die there.
I'm sorry. Do I hear something in the background?
What, you don't know that song? Y'all guys.
Or is it just a mosquito?
I think it was. Anyway, it was as I was getting closer, it was I started getting scared, and I realized I didn't have time, and Eddie was gonna die, so I figured all right, I need to get there, and that's when I found you, and you were there for the fight. But I knew there was something important, and it's anyway, it's weird because the stuff immediately off the shore in the bay is not that bad. I mean, the worst jellyfish maybe or stingrays, it's not that bad.
Well, there was that man that died from stingrays once. I'd watch out for them.
That was Steve Irwin. He's the 1 in 2 people in the entire history of the planet that's died from stingrays. Although
5.
Maybe there's
5 or
6 stingrays out there. There's demon stingrays from space with chainsaws because we discovered that the world's full of weird shit. So maybe, who knows? I don't know. But
no, in the history of man, only 5 or 6 people have died to stingrays.
I think it's actually only 2. I think it's Steve Irwin and 1 other person in medieval times.
I'm gonna trust Mamoto's facts on this.
Fuck you. Fuck you.
I looked it up.
I'm gonna trust Mamoto's facts on this.
Yeah, you would. You would, because you're the dumb motherfucker who got a tattoo from a monster because you're fucking stupid. Anyway. So, yeah. Anyway. Losing my train of thought. All right. So, you were there for Yeah, so, like, anyway, there's the stuff in the bay is not that bad, but, like, in the middle of the ocean, that's where the hardcore shit's out there. That's where, like, great whites and tiger sharks are out and stuff like that. And then it's the Bermuda Triangle, and it's, like, and given that, like, we didn't know, like, freaking cultivators and Slenderman and other shit didn't exist, like, who knows what the fuck's out there. So I'm thinking, like, I should get some, like, hardware or, like, some scuba equipment or something.
Well, there's nothing we can get without having Jonas take us out of here, as far as I'm aware. Unless I'm forgetting something, Malmoto, am I? About how to work doorways? Were we taught how to work the doorways?
No, you weren't.
I do not know how to work the
Okay,
doorway. I know
so
how to
we
see.
can't get out of here without talking to Janos about it, and he's not here right now.
Well, okay, we can just find him. I don't know. That's got to be easy.
I told you he's not here right now. He went through that door into a hallway and then disappeared.
Okay. Well, but there's other things.
I'm pointing at where there was a door.
Well, there's other things too. So it's like I needed, like, she also said I have to talk to my dad. My dad knows something about this, so I need to talk to my dad. And
So we can try contacting him in the meantime.
yeah.
I'm sure you have a phone.
Well, are we on Earth right now, or are we in his other dimension?
Psycho. You won't know
You're
till you
in
try.
his parallel dimension.
But you won't know if it'll work till you try.
Okay. Well,
I've
the
already
other thing-
told you your phones have worked there before.
Okay. Well, the other thing too is like, Donos told me he can bring Eddie back to life because apparently Eddie is dead. That thing killed him. So I think we should like focus on that first. But we do kind of need Janos for that.
So it seems that the major player that we need is not here right now. So talk to your father, because he's the only person around you talk to.
Okay. Fine, I will. I take out my cell phone and I call my dad.
Going to the Sargasso Sea.
I am going to listen to their conversation.
Okay. Bring your dad. It picks up.
Hey,
Hello.
Dad.
Yo, Chelle.
Hey.
Hey.
Hadn't
What's
talked in
up?
a while. I had something kind of a strange question to ask you.
Okay. What's up?
So you know that joke you guys always talk about how I was born in the Bermuda Triangle and haha I'm weird.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, can you tell me a little bit more about that? I mean, like, what was like the circumstance to like me being born? Like, because I've never really, I don't think I've ever really asked you before.
Okay, yeah, sure. It's an odd question coming out of you. But, so we were coming down from Bermuda, going to Puerto Rico. And halfway along about then, you know, your mom went into labor. We were on a boat, so we really couldn't speed up the process. And so she had you out there in the ocean. And you're our little X-File.
So she like, oh, you need like those,
Nerdy parents.
like those water bursts I hear about and stuff like that.
Water bursts?
Or was I born on the ship or was I born in the ocean itself?
No, honey, you were born on the ship.
Okay.
I don't think we could have gotten your mother to go anywhere. She was crowning.
Well, was there anything
A lot
else?
more trouble than Nora, that's for sure. Or any of the other girls.
Okay. Well, was there anything else weird going on? Like, who was the guy that like who delivered me?
Hmm? Oh, no, we just had the guy on. Well. Stop for a minute. Well, let's see. It was me, your mother, some crew hands, and the captain, and the help. So you can obviously tell your dad did come from money. But anyhow.
Okay. Anything else unusual about it, or just
I mean, there was a... It happened around sunset.
happened around sunset?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I've just been kind of having
I
some
mean-
weird. I've been having some weird dreams about it.
Oh?
Yeah, like I was like coming up out of the water, and then I heard people talking. It was like, haven't really thought about it until now. But I was just kind of.
Ah, man. I feel bad. We kept messing with you too much. We must have messed with your head. No, you're fine, Shelly.
Okay.
There's nothing special. I'm sorry. We keep making a big deal about it. You're not a weirdo.
No, well, thank you. How are you doing?
I'm good.
It's like, how's mom doing?
Oh, she's fine. She told me you called the other night, though. I was concerned something was up. And you called back.
Has anything weird happened? Has anybody weird, like, come snooping around or anything like that?
Are you in trouble?
I think I might owe some people some money. It's,
Oh.
I gotta pay my credit card. Don't worry about it. I gotta take it.
So,
I'll
do you need money, honey?
I'll work some extra shifts at the tattoo parlor. It'll be all right. It'll be fine.
Oh. All right. Well, how'd you get all your money?
No,
What'd you buy?
I've got. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just if anybody weird comes around, just give me a call, okay?
Well, they know better than to come dealing with me.
Okay. Well, okay. All right. Well, thanks, Daddy.
Bye, honey.
All right, I'll talk to you later. Okay, hang up.
Daddy, huh?
I'm gonna call you.
How do I make a perception check in World of Darkness?
Oh my gosh.
Like wits composure.
What do you mean perception check, Eddie? There you go.
Okay, I'm gonna do a wits composure roll to determine whether or not my dad was lying or not.
I can tell you right now, he wasn't.
He was not. Like I said, he told me the straight truth. It's like it happened at sunset, and I was born on the ship.
Mm-hmm.
And the dreams I had suggested that, like, I felt the sensation of like rising up out of a deep depth, and then suddenly was around people talking.
Well, I mean, you came out of a vagina, so.
You're a vagina. You're a bag.
I mean, those can get pretty deep sometimes.
You're deep.
They only stay about 8 inches deep and they retract when not aroused.
I was talking about going into your wallet, but okay.
Oh, okay. Only for you. Shit. I barely pay for myself. I gotta pay for no ho.
I've lost my cell phone, which means I've lost my dice.
Ah,
Found it. All right. Okay. Rockin'. Okay. I guess we just gotta wait for Janos now. What door did he go through?
Hang on. Do a memory roll.
What was that? Intelligence composure?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. 1 success.
Dempsa said to talk to your father.
What's that?
Dempsa said to talk to your father. And you know that your mom has a thing going with a shipwright.
I know about that?
I mean, your dad seems sort of like a groovy hippie, which is why he got sort of like disinherited.
Oh, fuck. Do I know the guy's name?
To say the least, he hasn't been around after you were born.
Call my mom.
Are you going to say that Chelle is an illegitimate child?
Come on, dog.
You're an illegitimate child.
Well, considering that I have 3 sisters and no brothers, you could say that I'm probably the most legitimate out of the family, since I'm the only one that can carry the family bloodline. Ha-ha!
I call my mom.
Get off me, mom. Okay.
Listening to conversation.
Do I have this on
The phone
speakerphone?
rings. Your mom picks up. Hey, Chelle. Bob just told me you just called. What's up?
Yeah, Mom. What's the name of that guy that you two were hanging around a lot?
Hmm?
It's a guy. Doesn't he own like a shipping company?
She seems slightly hesitant. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. What was his name?
You know, for the life of me, I can't think of a Greek name right now.
He's Greek?
Do you want me to pull up a name generator for you?
I might.
Get something
Greek
stupid.
name generator.
Let's name him Zardoz.
No.
You want to call Cosmo Pavlis?
Cosmo.
Cosmo Pablo. Cosmo ain't a bad name.
Sending this to my photo.
Hold on.
Well, I'll copy the other ones too. I'll just
Give me
copy
a
the
Greek
list.
last name.
I'm just gonna copy the list of 10 full names they gave me. They just generated first and last names, no middles.
Okay. I don't know where it is.
I sent it to you. And so you'd have to go into your messages for me.
Oh, okay. Let me get that.
Shelly's coming to the horrible realization that her dad is not her real dad.
Ergo, illegitimate child.
You're a bastard.
I got his name.
Oh God, it's Kramer, isn't it? My dad is Kramer from Seinfeld.
His name is Cy Vasilios.
He's not
Oh wait,
Cosmo.
no, Stelios Kontos. No,
Stelios?
it's not going to be Stelios. It's not going to be Stelios Kontos.
Stelios Kontos. He's.
You know what I'm
I kind of
talking
want to
about.
be Kramer now. I kind of want him just like to pop in, just like pop in the door.
Wait. Are we to say that her mother was raped now?
No, they
No.
were having an affair. They were like, there was a weird love triangle going on with my parents, and like there was this like guy, this ship owner.
Oh, I think I totally. Okay, wait a minute.
No,
Youngest child,
Stelios
my mama was-
Kontos is from America.
To quote Medea, honey,
Never mind.
child, your mama was a hoe. I hate to break it to you. Your mom was a hoe.
I was thinking like steel penis or something like that, like steel cock.
Stelios Kontos is the guy that beats up Sam like a shit ton. Or no, is his name Sam? The dad. It was his old high school bully, this Greek kid. Stan. There we go. Yeah. So he's talking to his son about how much he got his ass kicked by Stelios growing up, and how he needs to stand up to his bully. So he starts bullying the shit out of his son, and so his son hires Stelios to come kick his dad's ass.
That's pretty
And there's
awesome.
an entire song. You can look it up online. Stelios Kontos. There's this song that they sing whenever he does it.
Okay, so what is my possible real dad's name?
Cy Vasilios.
How do you spell that?
CY, and then Vasilios. Vasilios.
All right, spell the last name one more time.
Vasilios.
Lios. Okay. Cy Vasilios. Okay. All right. Doesn't he have like a shipping company or something like that? Doesn't he make ships?
Are you talking to your mom?
Yeah.
Okay, you just gotta tell me you're back in character.
Yes.
Yeah, he has one.
Does he have like a phone number? Could I give him a call?
He actually does that size really
I think
hard.
you could Google his shipping company if you just got that. Pull his name.
Shut the fuck up.
You hear her walking and then close the door. And he's like, Shelly, listen, Bob loves you like his own daughter, if this is what that's about.
That's not about that. I kind of need to talk to this guy.
Just tell her you want to meet your real dad.
She puts her hand over your mouth.
I can get louder.
Who's that, Shelly?
Nothing. I got the TV on. Really stupid show, and I elbow him in the side.
Oh, so I'm a TV now.
I turned speakerphone off.
Is there something up, Shelly?
No, I just...
Because you said you were having...
I just really
You told
need to
Bob you had people coming after you for money. Is someone...
Mom.
Sai really likes his privacy, and
I really need to talk to him, Mom.
she sighs. Like, okay.
Ma'am, she's just looking into her family history, and she wants to know more about his family.
Mouth presses as hard as I can.
Step on his dick. No.
It's made of stone.
Actually, I reach into
This
his pants. No. Stop. No, I know things about you right now. She reaches into your pants and grabs one of the loops which has been made in your cock from the Jacob's ladder and twists it to get you to shut up. I don't care if you're made of stone. No. That's gonna hurt.
Yeah, it will.
So do you actually do that?
I really need the mummer, Mom.
Anyhow, she hesitates, and you hear her phone like being thumbed at, the small vibration noise,
okay.
And she gives you a number.
Okay, I write the number down in a memo pad.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Okay. Thanks, Mom. Everything's fine. Don't worry about it. I just need to talk to him.
All right. Oh, Sai's not been around us for a while.
Okay. I'll tread carefully. I'll talk to you later. Okay.
Oh, honey, I'm so sorry. This must be a lot.
It's okay, Mom. I love you.
She says a very soft and guilty "I love you."
Okay. All right. I'll talk to you later.
Bye.
Hangs up. Okay.
Pardon my language. French, in fact. But you're
pants.
being a bitch to your own mother right now.
I pull my hand out of your pants. So then all of a sudden Medea shows up, and Medea's like, "Honey, child, hate to break this to you, but your mama was a hoe. Your mom was a hoe." Anyway.
You have no idea your family history that I've imagined.
Oh, God.
I was at least trying to give you a legitimate excuse to keep it off your mother's mind. But no, you have to go and worry the poor woman and your father at the same time.
Will you shut the fuck up? It's like I'm trying.
She's definitely going to be weird around Bob.
She doesn't know who you are. She doesn't like she's wondering who the fuck you're, and you're saying like the worst things. Listen, Mister, I'm gonna let a monster fucking give me a fucking tattoo. Let's not pretend that you have any fucking clue about how normal humanity is. And trust me for a minute.
It's true. You're practically autistic.
You really are. You're like. Oh my God, you're like, you are Shuey. You've become you've fused with like Porter in such a way that you've created this character that every derp.
All right, Eddie, come on.
Okay. Anyway,
so I have no idea of what it's like to be normal.
Yes. You have like a.
Then that means you can't hold it against him if you can't comprehend normal.
That's true. It's true. That's why.
My whole life got turned upside down when my sister was kidnapped and brought to the States.
Wait, what?
So you can go fuck off.
Wait, what? No, straight up. She says that in character. Wait, what?
So don't lecture me about normal.
Full stop. It's like, what do you mean your sister was abducted? We're gonna delay Shelley's little personal quest of self-discovery to like what do you mean your sister was abducted? She does. She asks you like what are you talking? Your sister was abducted? What the fuck?
Let's get on with what we were working on.
No. What do you
You need to talk to your father because you've got someone with a knife in your neck trying to actually tell you to do this, and you're not doing it right now.
Doug.
Dempsa can do a lot of bad things to you.
Doug, what do you mean your sister was abducted?
We'll talk about it when this is over.
Is she okay? Is she still abducted? What the fuck? I mean, I thought you came here to, like, be a street fighter or something like that and, like, punch people and...
Yes, it's a quite fun hobby of mine. It's something I also do in order to figure out things about where my sister could be.
You came to
the last lead that I got.
Wait a minute. So you came to the United States to basically track down your abducted sister?
More or less.
Why didn't you say anything about this until now?
Because it needs to stay hush-hush until I actually figure it out so they don't actually kill her.
Okay, well, do you have any clue as to, like, who actually is holding her hostage?
Why do you think I'm here? In Tampa.
Wait, so someone in Tampa has her? Who is
It's
it?
the last lead I had.
Is it like MS-13 or something like that? They're all over the news right now.
I'm not entirely sure who it is yet.
Well, like, I've got guns, and, like, you know, I mean, we just killed 2 monsters. Like, you want to, like, go rescue your sister? Let's do that.
Well, we've got to make sure we're safe before we can actually take on another quest of helping someone else.
I knew it. I knew. Something about your story didn't make sense. You're, like, gonna come here, and I'm, like, like, Rumble McSkirmish to here to punch people for Street Fighter. I knew it. I knew you were, like, some from secret agent or something like that. I had a feeling. I knew it. I just fucking knew it. I knew you were interesting. Okay. Alright. Like, just...
Put your ovaries back in your body, please.
She's just like... Yeah.
So if you'll stop talking to me about normal and start calling your father and stop worrying the fuck out of your family, I'd greatly appreciate it. Now get on that goddamn phone.
Shelley is completely ignoring your attitude right now as she is, like, she's had so many revelations today. She's utterly fascinated.
Can I smack her?
I will grab your dick.
So that she'll get on the damn phone, tighten its belt.
Okay. Okay, but we're saving your sister.
Hold on, I will say she's an experienced slut. She could probably undo a zipper like that.
Yeah.
That's why I said belt.
Dexterity check.
Wow, no. Anyhow, what do y'all do?
I'm gonna make a dexterity check is what I'm gonna do.
Oh no.
2 successes to instantaneously take off his belt and have his pants drop to the ground to show how badass I am.
You got to
So I
overcome
have
his
to-
defense.
Against defense?
No, your defense applies against her. Did you just subtract his defense?
Is it considered a brawl attack?
I'm trying to instantaneously like de-belt you and watch your pants drop to the ground.
Is that considered a brawl attack?
Yeah.
Oh, well then
So
I had my
that's 2. That defense is 2.
Okay, hold on. I add 3. Okay, it's just yeah.
Did you just spend willpower?
Eddie, it's a called shot as well. It's at a -2 on top of that.
Okay. She makes a playful grab for your crotch, and then she misses and just kind of smiles.
Play it off. Use that charisma.
Actually, yes. I'm gonna make a charm attempt.
Yeah.
All right, presence.
Do I have to roll against it?
Probably.
Yeah.
What do I roll?
Presence plus persuasion.
Composure roll and subterfuge.
Composure and subterfuge?
I believe subterfuge is the one used for understanding people's motives. Or it
So
could be
I have 0 in subterfuge.
Okay, I have 3
I
successes.
have 4 in composure. So do I just roll a 4?
Right.
Okay, I have 3 successes to sexually tease you and give you half an erection.
Well, I have no successes, so.
Yeah, so she just gives you.
Eddie succeeds.
She gives you a little smile, and you feel half a stock. You know.
This isn't the time.
You get all gravelly in the pants.
All right. She smiles and she gets on the phone and she's gonna call Cy of Auxentius.
Okay. I just want to be like, you hear a ringing in another room. But no.
I go in the other room with Janos and it's like, this is awkward.
Janos is your real dad?
No.
No wonder I hate
joking.
you. You're not my real dad.
Well, yeah.
No.
I totally fucked your mother.
But Daddy's here now.
This is gonna turn into like Rebo the genetic opera.
Oh yeah. Paris Hilton.
Janos is played by Anthony Stewart Head. It's Giles.
Anyhow.
Yeah.
Reverse gender Oedipus complex.
Yeah. So what happens?
You hear the phone ring for a while, then you actually hear like a hand, like held phone picked up off the rack.
Okay. Does this person answer?
Secretary greets you, says, "Hello, thank you for calling for Argosy."
Yeah, I need to talk to Cy Vasilius.
Oh, I'm sorry, she would be saying it in Greek. So you hear Greek, Argosy.
Do you speak English?
Then you hear a heavily, thickly Greek accent English. Oh, yes, hi, yes. Thank you for calling the Argosy.
Yeah, I need to speak to Cy Vasilius.
Okay, can I ask who's calling?
Yeah, my name is Shelley Starr.
Actually, she'd be a lot more bland. Thinking about how Greek people are. Yeah, she'd be more bland. Okay.
My name is Shelley Starr. He's a friend of my parents. I really need to talk to him about something. It's very important.
You hear sort of like a caught breath, like, oh, okay. Yes. Then you get put on hold for a brief moment. You get to hear some lovely, well, they don't use sitars. They use, not mandolins either. Shit, that's the name of their instrument. Anyhow, you hear one of their folk guitars.
Mm-hmm.
That lovely rendition of Greek music.
Okay.
And I'm blatantly going to steal a line. Person picks up. It's a
bazooki, by the way.
Thickly a bazooki? Okay.
Bouzouki.
Ah, I didn't know the name of theirs. I know so many weird different little guitars and lutes.
Mm-hmm.
But anyhow. So, guy picks up. He's got a thick Greek accent. He has a somewhat older gentleman, deep voice. He says, you must be truly desperate to come to me.
Well,
End!
And that's where we're cliffhangering?
Yes.
Okay. Alright.
I feel like we've only been doing this for like an hour and a half.
Because we have!
Because we've been talking for the other hour.
For an hour! Which is all staying in because it was great. It was great. It's a great hour-long, show.
You really need to put in the comments when we actually start.
I will.
Like for all of them. Just put a quick link in there, too.
I will totally do that and not forget this time like I always do.
He's going to forget.
I mean, yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, patient, eventual listeners.
All 5 of you.
Unless you've been put off by our prior conversations.
Yes.
Then you're too sensitive and you don't need to be here.
All the role-playing supporters.
Okay, so you're trashing the viewers now.
I'm trashing the ones that left, so they're not here to hear it.
What kind of content creator are you?
I'm not a content creator. He is.
You're contributing.
I'm just a DM.
You're part of this. You're part of this. You're in this. We're in this.
You're the centrifugal point of the content creation.
Look, centrifugal means moving stuff in a circle and generating inertia. What the hell?
Yeah, what the fuck?
You're the center of it all.
Say hub. Say hub. That's all you mean is a hub.
I'm gonna look up the definition just to be sure of that.
It is
centrifugal.
Yeah.
You're gonna look up centrifugal, really?
We learned about gyros in the Auxentius. What the fuck? We know about these things. You went to ET school, damn it. Okay. So, now I'm curious as to how much Mr. Vasilius knows, given that kind of creepy way he answered the phone. So, but we'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. And now, okay. So, all right, your character, Doug, you are officially a Street Fighter character. You're entering a fighting tournament, but you have this hidden agenda to kill M. Bison because he abducted your sister. It's like it all makes sense, and I knew it. I knew you were a fucking Street Fighter character. I knew it.
That's why he's so bland about everything. He's like, you know what? Crazy shit can happen. I still got to find my sister.
Yeah, exactly. It's like,
He's just
like,
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure the whole time. He's like, nope, I'll put up with it. Got to kill Duo.
Yeah, you'll put up with the vampires and the stand users and all the bullshit. It's like, whatever. Got to find my sister.
And the crazy Aztec statues come to life.
Yeah, awesome and muscular.
And sexy. Don't forget sexy. Just radiating sexy. Animal magnetism.
All right, what's
bodies constantly glistening with sweat, no matter the temperature.
What is JoJo's stand? I think it's like blue shining star or something like that.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It's not Shining Finger, at least.
Yeah, that's what your dent power has to be. You have to have a stand. We both need stands. That's it. We're turning this into JoJo's Bizarre Adventure game. We're getting stands.
I wouldn't mind.
We're doing it. We're fucking doing it. I gotta get caught up on JoJo.
I haven't watched any of it besides like the first 2 episodes.
JoJo's cool. JoJo's pretty freaking awesome.
I know. That's why I feel bad. I just know everything about it because I don't care about spoilers.
Yeah, but yeah. Auxentius, you need to watch that instead of whatever gay anime you're watching right now.
I actually just finished one, and it's not gay. It was Razafon. It was pretty good. It was really good.
Razafon's pretty awesome. Razafon is like the better version of Evangelion.
Actually, no, it's not Evangelion. It's a homage to an even older anime. If I can remember correctly.
Giant
Robo? Something. Yeah, it's another. I think so.
A lot of those mecha anime are kind of homages to previous mecha anime. But no, Razafon, it's kind of like, yeah, it is. It was being like when it came out, it was compared to Evangelion because it was like it was dealing with
because Evangelion was more popular.
Yeah,
and they do share a lot of similarities on the surface, but when you
get down to it, it's just different 14-year-olds piloting a mech.
Well, he's not a 14-year-old. He's like 18, I think, in Razafon. That's the thing.
Well, it's more of a
I'm
super
making
robot.
Bad jokes.
It's more like a superhero robot instead of a mecha like Evangelion where they have multiple robots.
Evangelion are synthetic beings.
Well, actually, that's the thing.
Yeah,
like
that too. Well, the Razafon is actually on record as a machine. It is right.
I'm hearing that butt. Where's that butt? Give me that butt. I'm all up.
But because of the pilot having the heart of a human, it actually makes it more than just a machine.
Well, the deal with the Razafon is
Transformers more than meets the eye.
The deal with Razafon is that the robots are things called dolems, which are like stone alien robot. Like they're actually like living creatures that this race known as the Mu utilizes as mecha that they can control.
See, and this is why I prefer Escaflowne though, because the fucking Guy Mellets are badass.
The Guy Mellets
and they're steampunk.
It's steampunk and kind of like sci-fi fantasy, which is
but it's not gay steampunk where they're like, I have a bunch of vacuum tubes inside this and it's gonna work. It's like, no, vacuum tubes don't do shit.
All right, Auxentius, you got to run a Tefra game.
I've got to run a Tefra game.
You got to run a Tefra game with Melmoto as a player character.
What?
Yeah.
Tefra's
a steampunk game. We did one game at Great Lakes.
No, I refuse outright to play steampunk unless it's like Girl Genius.
It was really good. Tefra's actually really awesome.
In fact, Girl Genius is part of my concept for going into Dents.
Then why don't you play that? Why don't you play that in Tefra?
Because the way that it works inside of Girl Genius is a spark is a person that's slightly able to augment reality. And they essentially, the reason why they have minions and they're considered like a mastermind mad scientist is because the spark also bends the will of people around them to follow what they believe.
Okay. Here's what we need to do.
So the thing about Tefra is there's no magic rules written in.
Really?
Yeah, it's straight up pure steampunk with no magic. There's certain ways they incorporate like science. They incorporate like weird science into it. So like they do have a way of making it to where you like heal people without directly applying medicine, and that's the kind of science stuff that they work on. So there is a machine magic kind of worked in there, but it's very limited.
It sounds more like really super advanced medicine or like there's like a little bit of like genetic engineering. There's like augmentation can either be mechanical or it can be like mad science, genetic engineering type stuff. But there's no actual magic per se.
However, despite all that, there's still some fantasy races. But like I said, there's no real magic in the game.
Why would there be
written
fantasy
into it.
races if there's no magic?
Well,
Well, I mean, let me
they're like aliens.
find the book.
Are they aliens? Or are they genetically modified humans that are now sentient, free beings?
No,
they're creatures that
there's
born
one
before-
genetically modified race.
Yes, rallies are the genetically modified warriors.
Give me a second, I gotta find it.
Strong.
Oh, wait, no, it's here. Alright, found it.
Sharp-toothed creatures.
Cool.
Okay, so
So, let me find the races in Tefra for quick.
Oh, can we end the recording so our listeners don't have more crap?
no, we gotta do an ending show. We're gonna end
I just did my ending.
we're gonna,
5 minutes ago.
We're gonna talk about Tefra now
5 minutes.
for hours. So,
Tefra's pretty cool. Tefra's pretty cool, guys.
what will happen
So-
next time? Fine, let's talk about Tefra real quick.
So obviously there's humans, obviously. Then there's gnomes. There's satyrs, which are genetically modified, kind of go to ram people. The fun thing about them is that they can drink whatever they want and they never get drunk.
That sounds boring.
Yeah, that's like the worst thing about
There's
they want to
Iodin,
get
which is an aquatic race. They have wing fins, so they have so they kind of look like they've got wings, but they're used for swimming, not flying. Which is pretty cool. There's elves, and then there's Farishtas, which are modified elves, which they've undergone physical and genetic modifications in order to make themselves look better.
Yeah, the elves in Tefra are like very monstrous looking, whereas the Farishna are actually look like more traditional fantasy elves. They actually look hot.
So sexy.
Yes.
Whereas like the regular elves look like something out of the Grizzly Adams movie Elves, where elves are they're
Now,
Nazi
the fun
term.
thing about the Farishtas is all of that modification leaves them with a like a mental quirk. So they're a little bit wonky in the head after all of the transitioning.
That sounds like every trans person. No, I'm joking. That's really rude.
Oh, we live to offend.
Goodness.
We live to offend.
Uh,
I'm really good at offending people.
I have a goal.
I got so many downvotes on Reddit the other day for talking about how sex and gender are two separate things.
Listen, I have a goal for this channel, is that we're gonna get Iron Liz to roleplay with us. That is my personal goal. We're gonna get Iron Liz.
now, the reason
Isn't
behind
she one of those like
okay, real
people
quick.
that get all shitty about stuff?
No, well, she used to be on Channel Awesome, but she's away from them now, and she's like living in
Oh, didn't she transition?
Yeah, she is trans, and it's like, but the thing is, yeah, she voted for Trump though. She's like not very, and as a result, like no one at Channel Awesome will talk to her anymore.
Yeah, I wouldn't. You know how stupid you'd have to be to vote against your own people like that?
Yeah,
Like the gays for Trump that really fucked themselves?
she's actually a really cool person. She's one of the people that's
No,
been commenting about.
There's all the fucking, they're bringing back the bathroom talks, they're bringing back the fucking, you don't have to serve gay people.
You know how I feel about Donald Trump. You know I feel I don't care for him. But
I know you hate him, but I'm just like thinking about this Iron Liz person and like, how could you fucking shoot yourself in the foot like that? I would say shoot yourself in the dick, but she ain't got one.
Well, she actually does now. Well, wait, no, she doesn't. Wait, no.
She actually got the surgery?
No. Yeah, she doesn't have one anymore. She used to have one. Okay.
Wait, Iron Liz was once a man and now is a girl?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So why would he shoot himself in the dick like that?
I mean, you could argue that she already has, but it's like, well, I mean, that's the thing. It's like she had her reasons for voting. She didn't like Hillary. She doesn't like a lot of the far left politics. So it's like she doesn't like the tumblerina. She doesn't feel like she deserves any special treatment just because she's trans. She's actually a really
He used
cool
to
person.
serve basic humanities, which is what they're trying to reverse for him. I mean, imagine you go to a restaurant and they're like, man, we don't like straight white men in here.
Well, that's the thing, though. That's the argument. That's the point.
It's against our religion, our Tumblr religion.
Well, that's
Frickin' Tumblr. Why Tumblr?
that's what where I come down on this. I feel like, look, not just because you're Republican.
Tumblr.
Just because you're Republican doesn't mean you're racist. It doesn't mean you hate people of different sexualities. And just
No.
because you're a liberal doesn't mean you're the greatest of all good. It's like, if Get Out taught us anything, is that liberals can be racist too. The Tumblrinas can be assholes as well. That's why I've decided, look, I'm still a Democrat, but I'm in the middle at this point. I'm fed up with everybody. I'm fed up with everybody. I'm fed up with the far right. I'm fed up with the far left. And as a result, some dude named Russian Robot thinks I'm a pedophile and is threatening to die. Such is the way it is. The point is,
Oh shit! Can I not vote in the primaries? Fuck.
Iron Liz is a cool person, and I want her to role play with us. I think that'd be really cool because she's into role. She used to review role playing games. So it's like, you know, and my.
She's got to hear this commentary and be like, "I fucking hate your DM. I'm not going to join." I'll be like, "Oh well."
Possibly, but hey, if she listen,
that's why I told you to cut it. You didn't cut it, and I just put a foot in my mouth.
She would, yeah. There you go. Well, here's the thing. Hey, listen, she could handle all the shit that Mr. Medicare said about the Channel Awesome people, including her relationship with Linkara. She can handle that. I think she's pretty strong-willed. I think she can take the heat. So it's like I
don't know. I have the ability to piss off trans people. My friend brought a girl into the chat room one time, and he's like, "She's really cool. She likes to play games." And so I started talking to him and her, and immediately was like, "Ah, come on, hot girl online playing video games. You're a dude. You got a dick." And like, I just kept saying it over and over again, and she fucking left the channel because she did have a dick. She was a pre-op trans. I was like, I immediately caught it without even trying. I don't know why I'm so good at it.
I am a betting man, and I am betting not only that I can get Iron Liz to play with us, but I'm also betting that I can make you two the best of friends.
Oh, I could be friends with anybody if they can deal with my abrasiveness.
I think she can handle you. And it's all...
she can handle me all night long, let me tell you.
There you go. So anyway, on that note...
Shoot yourself in the foot even more.
On that note...
No. If I want to be handled by a transsexual, I'm okay with that. But it's about smell for me. I really can't be around things that smell like men.
Okay. I feel like I'm learning more about you every second.
Getting to know you, getting to know all about you, getting to like you, getting you to like me.
Speaking of getting to know things, basically Chelle's going to get to know her real father, and she's also getting to know Doug and know about Doug's mysterious history. What will happen?
I've been waiting to hatch so many things on you, and I'm really sad you didn't make a logical conclusion when I tried to hit you with it. But you were like, "Nah, fuck logic." You jumped out of the way.
What originally where I was like, well, I think you give me a common sense roll to realize you're a father and realize Bob's not your dad.
Oh, that's not even it. It was about something else entirely.
Ooh. And the beauty is, I still haven't figured it out.
Yeah, I know.
So when you actually lay this on me, like, it's gonna blow my mind. It's gonna blow my mind. It's gonna be the greatest game ever, and I will have the biggest, thickest, hardest erection possible.
I like blowing people's minds, but the thing I like doing more than that is making them suffer. Oh man, did I tell you how much of a chubby I got when my friend was sitting there with his face on the floor, growling and fucking pulling his hair because I had turned around and he helped the backstabber? Like, he didn't just help the backstabber, he helped the backstabber win the war. It was glorious. He had sat there, just hook, line, and sinker for this cute girl. She's like, "Oh, she's so cute. Oh, she's so innocent. Oh, she's concerned that she might look like a slut." I don't know why that appealed to him, but it did.
I think it's going to be pretty awesome. I think it's going to be pretty awesome. It's going to be great. And
I can only hope that I make you do the same thing and cry in frustration.
Look, this is World
and
of
rend your
Darkness.
clothes.
This is World of Darkness, man. This is World of Darkness, bitch. This is how this rolls. This is how this rolls. It's like, yeah, expect fucked up shit. I was looking through like...
Oh, and on top of that, it's Malnodo's World of Darkness.
Yeah. I was looking through like the merits like the other day, and I was looking over like Dark Fate, and it was like as a hindrance, and not a hindrance is a flaw, and it was like yeah, that looked pretty fucked up. It was like, yeah, you're...
Oh yeah, no matter what you do, you're doomed.
Yeah, you're fucked.
Yeah.
And it's like, but it's like, yeah, for story purposes, that's pretty awesome. It's like I'm kind of
yeah, it is.
I'm kind of getting into the whole like merits and flaws thing with like games like this, like with like Savage Worlds and things like that. It was like, and it turns out I have a ton of Savage Worlds books I didn't even realize were Savage Worlds books.
I just got the core book.
Yeah,
I know Deadlands is Savage Worlds.
Deadlands is Savage Worlds. It turns out I've got a James Bond book. I've got like there's Savage Gamma World. So like the Gamma World setting, they've made in Savage World as well, and it's like so there's a bunch of cool stuff for that. So it's like
that's curious.
So. What we need to run at some point is we need to run a Buffy game so I can figure out Unisystem. Because I got the Buffy books. So
only if you play the Black Buffy.
Mamoto. Fuck your face. I found out more about that. It turns out
it's a reboot.
Yeah, that's why I hate it. But like, it turns out Whedon. Look, okay, echoing what you said, Whedon actually is producing it. Whedon's making it, so it might be good.
Which means it'll be good.
It might be good. Hopefully, it will be.
What has Whedon been bad at?
Alien Resurrection.
Oh.
Yeah, enough said.
I think there's more to it than just that. But
okay.
That's one example.
We got
movie. Firefly. We got fucking Avengers.
Hey,
we got fucking.
Mamoto, you know what happens to a toad when it's struck by lightning? The same thing as everything else. Yeah, Joss Whedon wrote that line.
Really? Ah!
Yeah, he wrote that shit. So, Whedon is not perfect. No one is. But anyway.
But he can do good character arcs.
He can do good character arcs. It's like, yeah, let's. I might give it a chance. I'll wait till I see more promotional material on it. It's just like, it's a remake.
You know what? I think you'll like it. I think you'll fucking love it.
I probably will. I didn't like the concept of Firefly initially, and then it turned to be one of my favorite shows. So it's like, who knows?
Yeah. Who cannot like Firefly? Like, if I meet somebody that doesn't like Firefly, I think they're an android.
Yeah, it's like, yeah. Ironically, they're like Hands of Blue shit. You're just mad because you're the bad guy in this show. But
you don't like it because you'd rather work for the Empire.
Yeah. You think the Alliance's ships don't look stupid? What's wrong with driving a building in outer space?
Well, you can drive whatever shape building you want in space. Space has no vacuum. Yeah. Wait, isn't that what those weird aliens from the Borgon?
The Borg use very...
Not the Borg. The Borgon. Damn it, the fucking bureaucracy aliens from Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
The Vogons.
Vogons.
The Vogons in the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy movie, their ships look suspiciously like Borg cubes. They're like big squares and cubes. They're
office buildings.
Yeah, they're office buildings. They're office buildings. And it's like, but that kind of goes with the theme, because it's like they're very inefficient structures. They're just this giant corporate monster. And it's like, and they work, but it's like, yeah, they could have had something sleek and sexier that moves faster, but no, they just want this big fucking office building that moves nice and slow. And it's like, that's what they'd rather have. So it's like, yeah. So yeah, do you want that? Do you want a Vogon ship, or do you want the Millennium Falcon? Pre-sold.
I want the Vogon ship because it has the ability to destroy a fucking planet.
It doesn't have the ability to destroy a planet. It requires it requires a fleet of Vogon destructive ships in order to do that. It can destroy shit, but you need the rest of the fleet in order to do it.
The problem is Vogon accuracy. It's the only problem.
Yeah, they have to like line up and just randomly shoot everywhere, and they might hit you. That's their fighting strategy. So they had to completely surround the planet.
Did you ever think the end of Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy was fucking terrifying?
Which one? The book or the
movie? They destroy the planet, and then they reproduce everything on the planet with all the memories.
No.
And it's like you'd never know you were gone.
No, actually, that's a happy ending, especially given how the book ends. The book ends, the entire multiverse is destroyed.
Really? Nice.
Or like, not specifically the multiverse, but every single version of the planet Earth in the multiverse is annihilated.
Wow.
Yeah. So
that's crazy shit.
Yeah. So the ending in the movie.
Well, now I got an idea for my ending.
Fuck. So the ending in the movie is actually like the happy ending, and you could actually make the argument that basically it's like that they go through a cycle of time. That like. This time they kind of got it right. They got like because one thing that never was kind of resolved in the original novels was like Arthur and Trillian's relationship. Is like there was something there, but like at the end of the day they never really got together. It's like she wound up actually I think he wound up donating to like some alien sperm bait at some point, and so she took his sperm and had a kid that he didn't know about, and then came to him at one point. Oh, by the way, we got a kid. And meanwhile, like he had a relationship with a girl named Fenchurch, who he wound up kind of losing when they wound up traveling in outer space. And it's like she didn't die, but she just got lost. He didn't know where she is. So like, it's kind of like, it's like in this time around they actually got to be together. They actually got to like, it's like they finally kind of got it right. She finally realized that like, you know, she fucked it up with like the one person that actually gets her. And so it's like they actually, you know, so I really like that speech that he makes to the mice. It's like where you know, the only question that matters to him is whether or not she's the one, and I think that's a good answer. It's like I actually like that ending. So it's kind of like they got a happy ending this time. and they just kind of ride off into the sunset. And and again, it's the last thing he worked on before he passed away, where Douglas Adams passed away. So it's like, so I actually really like the ending. So it's like to me, it's kind of like they actually got a happy ending instead of sort of a kind of a bleak existential ending in the novels. So I really like that. On that note, so you need to play Tephra. You also need to run either a Mage the Ascension game themed off of Mad Science, or you need to run Genius the Transgression, which is the fan-made World of Darkness Mad Scientist game. But next time on Dents, we're gonna figure out what's going on with Doug's backstory, possibly rescue Doug's sister, all sorts of good stuff. This is the Dread Pirate signing off, saying happy gaming. Say goodbye, fuckers.
Bye.
Goodbye, everyone.
Bye.
All right, see y'all.